DJs are. We love hip hop.
More gun violence in Surrey overnight, a city that has seen more than 24 shootings over the last 2 months.
Got to take off the stock. My mama told me you better keep it low.
In 2017, in the midst of Canada's rap renaissance, Vancouver, specifically Surrey, BC's rapper TSav, caught 2 bodies in a war between the Brothers Keepers and the Kang Gang. TSav's lyrics, hop out the whip with a headshot, some dumping clips, is plural shit, may have been a nail in the coffin that got him convicted to 2 life sentences.
On Thursday, hitman A.W.O.L was sentenced to life in prison with no eligibility for parole for 25 years.
Today we're going to take a deep dive into the life of Vancouver rapper TSav and his darker, deeper criminal link to the BC gang.
Hit that like button.
Make sure to like and subscribe and leave your comments below on what you think about this crazy story. Let's get into it. Born April 1st, 2000, A.W.O.L Nguyen Queensnell, aka TSav, aka T Savage, aka YG, was born to a Jamaican father and a half Chinese, half Vietnamese mother in the greater Vancouver area. His father left at a young age, leaving him with his mom and his 5 siblings. This made the circumstances for a hard life, and A.W.O.L took to the streets early. At a young age, he started hustling with his cousin out of his aunt's home. TSav and his cousin got it poppin', making over $5,000 a day, making them stand out to the streets and to authorities. At some point, things got so hot that even TSav's grandmother's home got raided. Now, Vancouver or British Columbia can be a very tricky place to navigate when it comes to the streets. This also put him on the radar of local gangs. It's way more organized than Toronto when it comes to the drug game, and to be an entry-level or major player, you gotta choose up. The Brothers Keepers have been
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that like button. Let's get this popping. Let's get this live started with at least 50 people in this mofo. Let's go.
Rising in the ranks of the Vancouver streets, and by 2017 had become major players with ops like the Red Scorpions, the Wolf Pack, and the Hells Angels.
Making a lot of headlines, involved in like a 6-person homicide. Now, in this photo taken in early 2016, you see Brothers Keepers, and they have necklaces and tattoos with that on it in different stylized scripts. Maju stands beside the gang's leader, A.W.O.L.
Known for your regular mix of gangsters, they are big in drugs, human trafficking, and extortion. Oh, and let's not forget murder. Also, with Vancouver being a port city, you can imagine the amount of import and export of illicit things that gangs can fight over. However, for A.W.O.L, aka TSav, this became his brotherhood and the people who got him out of poverty. He started getting into regular gang activities, and his money and status grew. He even went to the point to get Brothers Keepers tattooed on his chest.
I think we can get to it, man. I think you can get to it. Big salute to all of the, I guess I'll say the Vancouver gangs. Just don't come for me, man, please. We back at it, man. We back at it, man. We back at it. We back at it. We back at it. We back at it. Big salute to everybody who was popping up, who was here early. I was going to go live maybe about 3-4 hours ago, but more times I'm posting clips. The We Love Hip Hop Clips channel is busy. But we here, man. We here, man. It's your boy Friday Ricky Dread here on July 4th, about 5 days away from my birthday. Okay, Cancer Gang represent. Big salute to everybody who's popping up in the chat. Let me get into the list of topics that we got going on today. Not a lot. Okay, Casper TNG has a new collab on the way. We'll definitely get into that. Hopefully my post is still there. Let me make sure my post is still there. Okay, my post is still there. Okay, my post is still there. Also, the Janices that Drake told to shut the fuck up, they complaining now. After he gave them a bunch of money and food and all types of shit, a couple of them are complaining, all right? So we're going to have to get to that, okay? The person who was in the middle of the thumbnail, Ryan Wedding, the snowboarder who was moving that snow, has connections to Project South, as well as a gangster from the South Asian community. It's a tangled web that has been weaved, and we definitely got to do a deep dive into that, okay? Also, there's a video that I left off of the table yesterday, the hip-hop Great Depression by my boy Trap Lord Ross. I want to do a reaction to that because hip-hop is definitely going through a Great Depression, or maybe not definitely, okay? Last but not least, like I said, it's a short live. A very important establishment in Toronto has been saved from extinction, and we got to get into it, all right? So big salute to everybody in the chat. Let me know if you have anything that you want me to cover. Comment gang strong. Spam the chat if you have any topics. Let me know. Let me make sure that my volumes and everything is good. Okay. Volume sounds all right. Volume sounds all right. Yeah, I didn't like yesterday when I was doing the live. When I checked out yesterday when I was doing my clips, my voice was kind of low, so y'all got to let me know. Keep me updated on any technical issues. Big salute to Black Paint, who's in the chat over here. Wrench Gang, okay? That's one of our mods in here. Just make sure if anybody gets crazy, okay, any of them trolls, if they're cursing, any curse words, delete that. Go. That's the go. Also, big salute to QJ23, Caro in the building, Plot to you over there on Kick. Big salute to Looney Dash 416. Who else is over here? Let yourselves be seen. We are out here. And like I said, smash the rock out that like button, man. Stop the music. Courtesy of DJ Czar. Big salute to DJ Czar on the beat right there. That beat is fire. Listen, hit that like button, all right? Just abuse the shit out of that like button, please. All right, we need to run this up. If you're watching from your phone, then, once you hit that like button, you're going to get something called a hype. Once you see that, beat the shit out that hype button too, all right? Show that you're out here. Show that you support the platform. I was about to say I'm on day something, but we are just on our consistent live streams. Just to give you guys an update on what the live stream schedule is. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, you're getting live streams. In between there, you're getting full episodes of the We Love Hip Hop podcast, hosted by your boy over here, Friday Ricky Dread, as well as DJ Natural and DJ Zor, and sometimes Dusty Wallace, okay? And yeah, man, we got long form content over here. If you want to get the short form content, though, I got your back. Let's go over and check out the channel where all short form content lives. That's the We Love Hip Hop Clips channel. Make sure to subscribe. low key, the subscribers are even rising faster than over here on the main channel. Okay, yes, DV, put some, you know, slap the shit out of it, yo, bitch. I like it. All right, let me get some likes over here. I need some clout, fam. I need some clout. Comedians are saying that they don't know who we are. Maybe I should get to that first. Just, it's not on my list. It's not on my list. And I swear we're not doing a long Mr. Lewinn segment. We done with him. Okay? You put dirt on that one right there. Dirt napped. Also, go and check out our Kick channel. All right, the Kick, the followers are growing. They're growing. Pause. All right, go follow us on Kick. Let's run up this channel over here, because once we get it to a certain level, I have some exclusive things planned. I got some people in the background that I'm talking to, so hopefully we can make this come to fruition. But as soon as we get this channel to a certain amount of followers, I'm going to start putting exclusive IRL streams, interviews with artists, content creators, all types of shit in exclusive locations. But they will only be available over here on Kick. So make sure to become a member of our Kick channel, subscribe, whatever you got to do it, because we are out here. We are out here. I think I'm done. Okay. I'm not going to give you guys no ads. What I will salute, though, is Exotic Hot Pot all the time. All the time. Hold on. Let me find it there. Bambaras clothes. Let's go to Exotic Hot Pot. Okay. Just a quick salute to my peoples over here, okay? If y'all are looking for the piff, you have to go to Exotic Hot Pot. I haven't ever been like upset with a pack that I got from these guys. I've had other places where I was like, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but these guys have always been solid with the packs. Like as far as the quality, fire. QJ says we need a live show this summer. Definitely going to give you guys a live show this summer. Don't worry. It's going to be not long notice, okay? Potentially in August, okay? August, live show, going down. Let's go. Woo! Big salute to Exotic Hot Pot. Yo, Natural, you need to use me as a, what do you call it? One of those dub plate samples. Natural! Okay. You know what? While I'm over here, just for petty shits and gigs. There we go. Boom. A couple of things happened, actually, before we get to what we got to get to. I just saw this before I went live. Big salute to Keep Six Solid. It's my brother.
First, to be honest, I understand.
So he says, looks like Mr. Oh, he tagged him. Brother is embracing the name Mrs. Lewinn.
That's exactly why Mr. Lewinn took this route. Like, respectfully, you know what I mean? If a man fucks my thing, I'm not going to rock with you ever. Like, I'm not going to, especially if I liked your music before. Now, every time I bump your tracks, like, I'm just thinking, oh.
You don't want to get the blogs that are Drake supporters on your ass, nigga. That's when it's grass. Drake, this is Toronto comedian Mr. Lewinn after We Love Hip Hop called him out for his Drake hate.
My God, you had my shorty's head knocking against the table. She's screaming out kind of... She's in parts of the embassy that no one's ever seen before. Oh my God.
Now he's like setting up an ice block downtown. Now he took over the CN Tower. It's like you can't escape this
Not
guy.
just that, she was with like Smiley and Chubbs in a spit roast. Like that's nasty.
In a spit roast?
Even O.W.O. Mark, You gotta love, you know what I'm saying? Like,
salute to you, Mark.
40 to the dome, not talking no liquor. No mouth. No mouth.
No mouth. So he jumped in the comments here. I still don't know who any of these guys behind the mic are. Laughing emoji, 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 trophy emoji. I think that's a rock or a heart. I don't know what that's supposed to be. And then another laughing, crying emoji. Wow. Underground Nation clips. Even this guy's on some support tip. Interesting. Interesting. This nigga being the nigga being talked about. Okay, what are we doing over here? Feelings hurt, huh? And what's this guy say? Who are you? Said the nigga being talked about. Talk your shit, nigga. Let's go. They talking about you, nigga. You famous. #1 comedian. Not even in Toronto, in the world. You don't know who we are. I swear, I'm not even gonna go longer than 5 minutes because, you know, anything longer than 5 minutes or longer than 8 minutes, just for the people who know about YouTubes and stuff like that. Anything longer than 8 minutes is you can get mid-roll ads as well as the pre-roll ads and stuff like that, okay? Just to give you guys a little education. So I ain't even going to spend 8 minutes on this. Trust me, right? You don't know us.
But the Lewinn has a cultural impact. Like
you don't know us.
In Toronto, what cultural impact?
You don't see that watermark in the corner, my guy? What did you say? Respected podcast in the city? You don't know us. Oh, you must be talking about another pod. We just had your brethren on there. You don't know us. Oh, you don't know? Hold on. Let me go back over here.
But
the DJ nobody knows in the corner talking about his special was okay. You don't know us. You never heard of us, right? Okay. Hold on. He don't know us. You don't. I say you don't know. I could never take a nigga seriously. I could never take a nigga that went downtown to the pick like this seriously. New challenge, go outside without a hat. Oh, you don't know us. Oh, you don't know? Oh, you don't know?
First, to be honest,
Stop that, bro. It's fine, fam. We were just joking. Okay, but you don't gotta start. You ain't got to lie to kick it. This is a good old-fashioned pylon, my nigga. Accept it, bro. Your name is running in the algorithms. Take advantage.
You know what? Shout out to Friday Ricky Dread.
Shout out Friday. Yes.
Shout out to Friday Ricky Dread.
I'm not gonna lie, he's showing my girl Claire some love. Biggest love from the other side. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Czar and the next to him, you know what I'm saying?
Hold the fucking phone though. All right? I am not going to accept backhanded compliments. You can't big me up and diss the Bumbaclot team. You, my youth, watch your face. Watch your mouth.
It's Pride weekend, so you know we gotta show love to them. You know.
Oh, you got a problem with Natural, okay? The nigga who pod circles around you. Stop your knives. Knives your beak.
But yeah. Shout out them. They were showing love to Claire, giving her respected shine.
We put fire on that lukewarm shit that you fucking can't even bring extra vibes to. Stop your knives. Knives your beak. I accept the freaking the compliments and salute to Vegas, but don't bring your little minions over here to try to diss one of my guys, eh? Stop your knives. Knives your beak. Run the thing, man.
You dig? You know what I'm saying? And there was no hate. Not that I seen of.
Friday did not hate. He posted Claire's introspective of Mr. Lewinn. He posted on.
I'm not gonna hate. I play defense. You guys see what I'm talking about over here, right? I play defense. You diss the team, you're dissing me.
YouTube and Drake's side, and Drake gave the comment, Mrs. Lewinn. Mrs. Lewinn. So yo, listen, shout out to Champagne Poppy too, aka Drake the boy.
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie.
Don't make this Mr. Lewinn comment turn into a whole other Lewinn. All right, I got time. We have a live stream schedule and multiple episodes of a podcast. I got time. My dragon, send this to fucking naturally. Bumba clot.
I was staying out of it, but shout out Drake, shout out the boys.
I mean, you're the biggest.
Bro, you could have got into it and nobody would have. If a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there to witness it, did it really make a noise, my nigga? Calm the fuck on. I don't even know this nigga's name. I just don't like your tone. Stop the knives. Knives your beak.
Biggest OVO member.
Yeah, shout out the boy. You know what I'm saying?
OVO Junior, he needs a change.
Niggas step through the city like how we want to. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But it is what it is. Either way, more power to Toronto. We're here for the whole of Toronto to win. That's a fact.
Fam, all I'm saying, bro, y'all can compliment us. It's cool, right? But you start going around the table, yo, shout out Friday, shout out, and then start calling nigga out and going crazy, saying things that you can't even put on the Instagram, far less more YouTube. But man's supposed to just hug that? No, fam. Stop the knives.
Exactly. So, yo, get out your fucking feelings, you know what I'm saying? And put your special back out. We're doing all this promotion for what? Yeah. Put your special back out, brother. I know July, you're looking for a space. Lots of space in hell.
Come to Dundas Square. Come to Dundas Square.
Lots of space in hell. You know what?
This guy said there's lots of space in hell. You see, what the thing is, I don't understand the problem that these other niggas in their crew be having with us, bro. Niggas be picking up these other niggas' beef, bro. You know what I'm saying? They be picking up other niggas' beef that ain't even beefing like that, bro. Niggas that fall back after I go crazy, and then other niggas pick up the beef for what? For clout? Come on, brother. You shitting on Natural is not going to get you running up the timeline, brother. Me responding or Natural responding to you shitting on us is going to get you running up the timeline, brother. Let's be real.
Shout out to Friday Ricky Dread.
Shout out Friday. Yes.
Shout out to Friday Ricky Dread.
I don't want your shout out, bro. Take that shit back about my co-host, and then I'll accept your shout out to Bumba Clyde.
I'm not gonna lie, he's showing my girl Claire some love. Biggest love from the other side. You know
I don't care no more.
what I'm saying? Shout out Zar and the next to him, you know what I'm saying? It's
shit like that makes everything that you just said null and void, brother. You know what? Let me get off of this page. The fuck? I be trying, fam. I be trying. I don't say nothing. Yo, I went through, I don't know how long of these guys' content. Here's the thing, okay? And this is not even a topic, all right? I'm just freestyling right now. I be going through I went through mad long of these guys' content. Said no word of a diss. Just covered the topic. This girl's getting at Mr. Lewinn. I'm going to cover the topic. I'm going to go and find it no matter where it is. I'm not petty where, the quote-unquote ops covered it, so I'm not going to go over there and react to it on their page. No, I'm going to react to it because that's my fucking job. But just because I got issues with one person over there, not even a bunch of y'all niggas, one person, doesn't mean now I'm going to go react. Actually, two, right? The next my youth there. But I'm not going to go over there and then react to the content biasly because y'all are the ones who freaking put it out. The facts is the facts. She freaking revealed some great information. We reacted to it, amplified the message, and Drake reacted to it. But, let's fucking diss Natural? I idiot ting that, Bridget. This is the problem. Grow up, man. Get mature people around you, fam. Holy shit, man. Niggas be trying to take me off my square all the time, bro. And then mask it in compliments and shit. Fuck your compliment. How about that? Natural's a weirdo? Okay. Well, good. He's polarizing, fam. Niggas call me a weirdo. Niggas like me right now. Trust me, in maybe a month or two, I'll say something to make people fucking hate me. And then every time I get on live, they'll be like, oh, you're the guy who said this or did that. It is what it is. This is what content creation is. If you're not polarizing, then what the fuck? That means that you're not giving hot enough takes. The only reason you know him to call him a weirdo is because the shit that he's saying sticks in your brain. Whether it bothered you or you agreed with it. This is what it is, fam. You know who else they call a weirdo? Joe Button. Come on, fam. I don't like that shit, bro. We ain't here to be liked or not disliked, bro. We just here to get our shit off. And if you don't like it, fine. And if you like it, great. It is what it is. Anywho, yo, you know what? Before I get to the topics, right? I made this post yesterday off of the live stream last night, and a lot of people tapped in. Or is he just, yeah, I will be at the Akademiks show in Toronto. Yo, low-key, I've been trying to get at Akademiks behind the scenes, okay? Yo, Big Ak. Oh, John Crow, what up? Let me make a clip, because I was going to say, if you see this, I'm going to make you see this. I'm going to clip this and put this on Instagram. Big Ak, let me show you something real quick, okay? You see these three gentlemen on the screen right here? Best podcasters in the city, hands down. There is nobody better, okay? I ain't even trying to toot our own horns. Facts is just facts, all right? We be cooking on a weekly basis, twice a week. That's more than every other podcast in the urban sphere out here. Views, wipe down. Freaking clips, wipe down. Interview catalog, wipe down. All right, and I'm not trying to say don't pick any other podcasters out here, but don't let me see no fondulu bullshit for the intros of your live show. Not even have any Toronto pods because you're just not aware of them. You know what I'm saying? You're aware of us, and if you're not aware of us, you're aware of me. I've been on your live stream mad times. You follow me on all platforms, so let's not play these games over here, bro. You know who you need to be fucking with when it comes to opening a proper live show, okay? And my co-hosts are DJs. So you know we gonna go, you think they're gonna go up there, rock a DJ set. If you need a DJ for the event, it's locked in. Nigga, you got an OVO chain. Drake your friend. Drake loves our podcast. It makes sense. Let's not even get into all that bullshit. But let me show y'all something. Big salute to Worldwide Spotlight. That's my brother right there. This is the first person who liked the post. Grand Wizard. All right, that's my guy. J Roebuck. Capo. Hold on, let me put my comments on the screen. I can't see my comments. Begging for a pod. Yo, Gen 6, what go on with you? You was cool one day and now you switching sides. You all of a sudden every comment is like, yo, you a bitch ass nigga. What the fuck's wrong with you? All your takes suck. You like Drake or you hate Drake? I don't know which one. All right, you went over to the Ops Network and you start hating on niggas and shit. Like, what's wrong, fam? I ain't got no problem with you. Look at that. Traploros. The trappiest of the trappiest. No, I didn't know if she was a hater, fam. I thought, I'm doing the IRL stream, shorty showing love. Next thing you know, I go in my comments, I see a paragraph, you fuck ass nigga, this, that. This is why your shit ain't going nowhere. Oh, you're talking about 2,000 views, like, nigga, huh? Wow. What's all that smoke, shorty? I'm just saying, like, if those people agree, maybe that should be a thing. Ain't nobody begging for no pod. The fuck? If we don't get on the shit, it's not like we ain't gonna do our thing. What? Get out of here. Let's go check on Shorty. Said Alicia Cinnamon made a video about you guys as well. Yo, what is going on? I got topics to get to, fam. I throw shade on the boys sometimes. Jen, you need to relax, fam. It's jokes. I spoke to this nigga like 2 days ago. If he ain't mad, you ain't gotta be mad for him. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Hold on, let me go look in here. Let's investigate. Oh, shit, snackle, wackles.
First, to be honest.
You will never convince me that these straight males ever, that these are straight males ever. Not everybody has to want to get bent over by Drake. Yo, this is what I don't understand. I'm so confused, fam. Oh. I got one person in my chat telling me I'm hating on Drake, and I got Shorty here making captions saying that we're getting bent over by Drake. Which one is it? Holy fuck. Y'all got to make up your mind. Am I the Drake hater or am I the Drake Glazer? Or is there just a happy medium? Like, is there no such thing? I can't even fucking get the words out of my mouth. Is there no such thing as just being objective? If I say something wrong about Drake, Jen, get the fuck over it, okay? Sorry. If I said something that offended you about somebody that you don't know personally, get the fuck over it. And then this shorty over here, oh, you're fucking Glazer. Oh, okay, because what? I big up the guy who has 1,000 accolades, who has the top charting freaking music, who does freaking world tours and put the freaking city on the map like crazy. Oh, what a Glazer. Which one is it? I can't just tell my truth. This is what I don't understand about people. I dissed the nigga for the lawsuit. You're a fucking traitor. I go to bat. I do a whole freaking live stream giving away Drake shit. Oh, you cool, Friday. You know what I'm saying? Good on you. Good glazing ass nigga. But you ain't gonna get no chain though. I sit here, we talk about Smiley, niggas think that we're dissing him. Oh, you guys are hating on the team. Make up your fucking minds. I'm just gonna keep on potting. Y'all decide what the fuck I am. Okay? Because if I was a Drake Glazer or Super Glazer, then you'd put me on the same grids as Akademiks, Maul, What's the Dirt, whoever else that they freaking put and say, oh, you guys are the Drake Vengers. No, they never put me there. And if I'm such a fucking hater, then they would put me on the other grid with Justin Hunt and DJ Head and whoever else that Anthony Fantano and whoever else. They put me on that grid. But no, they don't put me anywhere because I'm a man without a home. You know why? Because I keep it objective. And if them niggas get pissed off, so what? Saga. All them niggas follow me and I still talk shit. Saga. The fuck? Following Flacco's direction is an L. Who's following Flacco's direction? I do my own thing. I podcast, I live stream, I do me, nigga. I don't give a fuck what anybody else is doing anywhere else. As long as me and my team eat, that's what's important. Even Drake and them mans. I don't give a fuck what they're doing over there as long as me and my team eat. Holy shit. Yeah, Justin Hunt is still my friend. Had a conversation with him maybe about 3 weeks ago. What the fuck?
I understand exactly why Mr. Lewinn took this route. Like, respectfully.
Let me finish seeing what this chick got to say. What's wrong with these Glazers? At We Love Hip Hop Network, change your name to We Love Glazing Men. Woo! Got him. Men are never supposed to be this geeked out. Toronto's been never beating these allegations, laughing my ass off. Holy shit. This is the same girl who called into the Breakfast Club. Drake, he doesn't do nothing for the city. You got your name. You got this nigga's name in his mouth trying to get clout off of Americans. Like, yo, let me just go over there and maybe they'll like me more if I hate on Drake. They can see right through that shit. Why does everyone hate Natural? Is crazy. Good. And there's a bunch of people who like him too. Not everybody's supposed to like you. I don't like people that everybody like. People who everybody like, they you know what I'm saying? You worry me. Are you being real? Everybody agrees with everything you say. I gotta watch you. I gotta keep my eye on you. You might be faking the funk. I'm never getting an OVO chain. How about that? Let me show y'all something. I'll talk my shit, and I'll keep it objective. Oh, look at this. This is crazy.
Who's the truth? Chat!
You guys are going crazy.
It's time to expose the truth. Akademiks, let me know when you want me to send the nuke.
Oh no!
We heard he's gay. Not really surprised, honestly.
Alex, we have to call the boss. This is too much.
Why they got Alex Media not looking like Alex Media? Damn, bro.
Yes, sir.
The media boys are flying too close to the sun.
These niggas ain't shit. Yo, Wayno! Wayno!
Anything for you, Mr. Hova the Great.
Yo! Salute to Mr. Whispers 187, yo. That is hilarious. Okay, before I get to what I was going to get to, you say what? She said more shit? You know I'm here for the petty. India Irish slander. I don't give a fuck. Say something I care about. Oh! Let's go! Woo! You're giving a petty man content? That's like giving a crackhead, locking a crackhead in a room with a key. What is wrong with you, shorty? Hold on, before I read all of this, because it's going to take me a minute to read this. Fuck. Why don't you guys try to monetize your message, bro? What is wrong with y'all? Y'all be writing all these long-ass captions. I told her already. Queen, nobody uses hashtags no more because she tried to get at me. All right, we're going to get back to you in a second. Oh, my God. Bro, I didn't even get to my list yet. You're just giving me free content.
First,
but it's irking me that y'all just get on this content shit. Let me get on my phone. Let me walk down the street, start talking shit. Oh, Friday this, Friday that. Start up a fucking YouTube channel or something. What's wrong with y'all? If you're gonna be getting all that shit off, monetize it. You gotta get a kick channel. I don't understand. How am I pushing 60? I just turned 50. You're starting to become a hater, fam. That's a wild heel turn, shorty. I can't find her comment. It's on another post. She was going crazy. I was like, damn, what did I do, fam? What did I do? Where is it? Is it here? She sent me like a paragraph, and I was like, damn, what the fuck? It might be in the hiddens. No. Anyhow, it was there. Let me go back to her page and let's see what she got going on over here. Alicia Cinnamon. Listen, people don't be knowing who these people are. So you're welcome. So come outside at We Love Hip Hop. I just want to talk. ATP, help me, gang. I'm old. I'm pushing 60. Help me. ATP, you're exposing yourself to the city as not a credible source of hip hop. You're a parasite to the black community. How come I never see you on your ends? Which ends you talking about? Parkdale? Dummy? Now I don't want to start calling you names, but like when people like on your ends, like, bro, holy fuck, man. I haven't lived in Parkdale since 2009. Why don't you ever give back to your community? Oh, wait, it's because you're not from here, from Toronto, Mr. Frenchman. Oh, excusez-moi. How a Montreal nigga gonna talk about Toronto figures? How, Sway? Lamau. Go make a poutine, my youth. Shouldn't you be talking about shouldn't you be talking the Drake course at Concordia since you specialize in glazing or teaching is what you want to say? Pretty sure was all your idea, because if Alicia Cinnamon was in school, we have a copy of her. What the hell are you writing over here? We have a copy of her. How about we make a Drake course on how we steal from actual black artists? Laughing my ass off. You're not even discreet with your feminine ways. I run the 6. I don't know why you fighting battles, people to scare them to fight themselves. Or why are you fighting battles that people are scared to fight themselves? Who is she talking about? Now I'm lost. Fam, I know. I should go make some poutine. I can't speak on the culture. February is just going to make 10 years. You know what I'm saying? How y'all let me sneak past for 10 fucking years? You French, Montreal, poutine eating, Pepsi drinking, smoked meat sandwich freaking huffing ass Montrealer ass nigga. How do y'all Toronto high intelligence Toronto people let this goofy ass Montreal nigga get away with talking about Toronto culture for the last 10 years? Wow. Ice cap sipping. You know what I'm saying? How, Sway? How? I just don't get it, fam. Maybe people are just finding out I'm from Montreal now. I've never mentioned it ever on the podcast. I'm just saying. Shh. Don't tell nobody. All right? Oh, and I speak French too. Shh. Anyhow, okay. you to use this light-skinned pick mess in the industry. Welcome to dealing with a real black woman, buddy. Ooh, sorry. Welcome to dealing with a real black woman, buddy. My foot's gonna be on all y'all next this summer. You running out of real content, buddy. No, I'm not. You just keep on giving it to me. Thank you.
Mr. Lewinn, I was trying to tell you. I was trying to warn you about them motherfuckers at the unit. I've been trying to warn every artist in this.
Mr. Lewinn, you found a friend. The one person who's on Mr. Lewinn's side is Alicia Cinnamon. Yo, Lewinn, you got an ally. But after you see this ally, you might want to throw it back. Be like, I'm good, shorty.
City of Toronto, stop fucking with those guys at the University of Toronto Scarborough campus. They're a bunch of fucking failed loser rappers, wannabe rappers that couldn't make it anywhere, that can't cross the border, that can't do anything. And y'all keep on collaborating with these motherfuckers and inviting them.
What? Is she related to who? Simma. Who got the keys to my beamer? Who am I? The goddamn sugar. How can I make love to a fella in a rush? Pass me the keys to my truck.
Them into your personal life. I told you guys I was supposed to podcast on that shit, and I walked away when I realized that their exact words, they wanted to make me the Canadian version of Jaguar, right?
What? How can I make love to a fella in a rush? Pass me the keys to my truck. Bumbaclad. Gap Lives Matter is crazy. Y'all ain't shit. I didn't say it. I didn't say it, okay? Maybe, shorty, just stop. Stop, because if you don't stop, I'm just going to keep going. I told you, fam, I'm petty and I'm monetizing it. All right? Just stop, bro.
And basically just have me gossiping about everybody in the city of Toronto. And I specifically told them I don't want to cause no controversy, and that
I've already went 8 minutes over, so this is going on the Clips channel. Go subscribe to our Clips channel. Let's go.
that's not what I'm about. And they managed to find some idiot gal, because the girl that's at the station, you obviously are not a solid female if you're working with those niggas. Straight the fuck up. Because now I'm coming for you, because I'm starting to realize it's
Empress, she's coming for you next.
more than likely you behind a lot of these fake accounts, thinking that these, as soon as they're done with you, they're on to the next, because these niggas really want to fuck each other, okay? So they keep trying to use a female, because that's what they try to, there's like 8 different females that have came and went through that station, because at the end of the day, these guys literally just want to use women to get to the niggas that they.
She's got so much smoke. I fuck with her, yo. Yo, Alicia, come to the pod, fam. Let me give you a little clout, fam. Let's sprinkle a little something on you, fam. Come to the pod, fam. She got smoke for everybody. She gave us a fucking paragraph, and then she ran down on GTV in one post. Yo, I fuck with her, fam. Hold on, air horns. That's that good summer energy right there. She got beef with 2 people, got it all done in one post at the same damn time. Holy. I ain't even going to say nothing. I have so many thoughts and I have so many words about this freeze frame right here. I swear, I keep on telling y'all I'll grow up. I don't know if I could keep that promise anymore, gang. I'm going to keep on being a immature piece of shit till I'm 70, fam. I'm sorry. As long as it pays the bills, let's go.
They want to have access to. You got to be smart enough and wake up and stop indulging in bullshit. There's too much bullshit podcasters in Toronto. Mr. Lewinn, I try to warn you. about these guys, and you guys don't realize it's time to stick together and burn out all of these fucking podcasters that are out here exposing.
This is Mr. Lewinn's podcast partner. Mr. Lewinn, Alicia Cinnamon. Let's gang, let's workshop it together. This is what we do the live streams for. What's the name of the Slewin and Cinnamon? I think I already got it. Slewin and Cinnamon? Cinnamon Slewin? We got a podcast name, gang. Low-key, I'm not even joking. That would be a fire pod. Mr. Lewinn and Alicia Cinnamon hosting together. Oh, just hating on Drake for an hour straight. Every pod. Man, when you fuck my bitch, I had the bubble guts for a while, but then it went away. Cinnamon and Slewin. Yo, we got the pod name. Alicia, DM me. No, don't DM me. Leave me alone.
People
just keep on giving me content. Don't DM me. Okay? Just watch this piece, okay? You could take the idea. I ain't gonna trip later like, oh, you got it from me. I won't even say nothing. I'll even take the video down once y'all start the pod.
Lives and putting people at risk and danger, all of this shit is illegal and it's a crime. And most of these niggas don't have a pot to piss in, and that's why they love talking people's business. It's time to start talking their business. Get at me if you want to know people's business, because I know everybody's business in Toronto. Mr. Lewinn, I was trying to tell you.
Cinnamon Lewinn on the way. All right? Mr. Cinnamon and Mrs. Lewinn. Oh, man, this is not... Toronto is not a real place, bro. Y'all need to let me give me a minute. I need to like I need to recenter myself, fam. There's just so much fuckery that happens in the city. Fuck. I gotta recalibrate for a second, fam. This shit is so crazy. She's walking down Dufferin. Nigga, you don't come back to the hood. You don't get back to the hood because you're from Montreal. Okay. Right? She's walking past places that I haven't been in mad years. Like, nigga, where you at? I'm at home, bro. I'm in my house, fam. I'm in the pot where I'm pissing in. Holy fuck. Niggas swear that I'm so broke and down bad, desolate, old as shit. If you leave it to just other people's narratives, and if I really like took the shit in and I cared and was like internalizing it, not just making jokes out of it, I'd be the most fucked up person in the world, fam. Oh man. I'm everything wrong with Toronto, bro. I'm not even from Toronto, and I'm wrong with everything wrong from Toronto, bro. I'm sorry, gang. I didn't mean to do this shit, man. I didn't mean to make the channel, fam. All right. In another life, I won't make it. Okay, we're over her. Is that it? Is that there's no more Alicia Cinnamon news? Any more breaking Alicia Cinnamon news that I need to get to? Anything burning up the timeline from Alicia Cinnamon? No? All right. Okay. I'm going to move on. What was I? Oh, this is what I was doing. Salute the Grand Wizard Chat nigga. He gave me a nice little repost, little complimento. He said, voice of Toronto, Friday Ricky exposes Rock Nation's spokesperson Charlamagne the God for being compromised since 2018. Okay. I ain't say it. He said it. I'll hold a compliment. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Okay. Maybe his words don't hold weight. He don't work with the right people. Oh, fuck academics. Who cares about what academics people got to say? He ain't the only one who said the shit. But I ain't said it. You know, see, this is the fucking problem with a lot of y'all niggas. Y'all niggas be running around like, I'm the best. Nobody could touch me in podcasting. Nobody can touch me in comedy. I'm the best. Be in it like 5 weeks. By week 5, they're like, y'all niggas don't know I'm the best. I'm the voice of the 6. No, nigga, put your head down, pause, and keep working. Oh, you heard about that? Yes. He ain't put it on no fucking Instagram post or some shit like Grand Wizard and niggas. But he told me that in the DMs. I ain't gonna show y'all the DMs because that'd be a violation. But he told me that shit. I'll hold it, fam. But I ain't gonna be running around here, I'm the best. Let the work speak for itself, fam. John Crow said, I'm the best in the audience still. I'm the best. When I start hearing that shit, I'm like, bro, how much work you trying to put in, bro, before you start like just running around? Let me just grab that accolade right there. Yo, let me get that. Right? I remember there was a podcast, there was the most Toronto podcast. I'm like, shit, nigga. Why is everything got to be the most of the most something most? Shit. All we said is we were the most smoked out. We ain't said we better than y'all niggas. But anyhow, let me get to some actual stories, okay? I've spent enough time. Holy shit. I spent, what, an hour talking shit, covering people that nobody give a fuck about. Let's get to some real shit. I want to salute to Casper TNG, okay? He has started to post that we might finally get a new single. His song, The Market, has been blazing up the charts or the streets. I don't know about the charts, but it's definitely been blazing up the streets. And at one point in time, he was getting some charting as far as Billboard and other things like that. So big salute to Casper TNG. And obviously signed a major deal with Universal Music. So that's definitely helped to elevate his status. And this is like, 10 years in the making? So now he has finally posted, and I'll pull up the post right here, quick biased. He has finally posted that they're going to be doing some kind of collab with somebody in the UK. All right. This is courtesy of the Reddit, of course. Let's see what they got going on over here. Salute to reading the streets on the video here too.
If we gon' talk about secrets, going like Cali and BC, only the malls can come on my TP, run a quick 100 and repeat, blow a quick 20 and LV, when I was poor then healthy, now my pockets looking healthy.
Who the fuck is that? Do we know who that is, gang? Can you guys put me onto some game over here?
If we gon' talk about secrets, going like Cali and BC, only the malls can come on my TP, run a quick 100 and repeat, blow a quick 20 and LV, when I was poor then healthy, now my pockets looking
healthy. Put me on, gang. Who's that? Who's that? I'm asking you guys in a poll also. Is Casper the top Toronto rapper right now? Let me see what they're saying in the comments over here. They don't got crazy comments. Big up to Reed. Hell yeah. The artists in the city need more global expansion. UK isn't global expansion. Every artist next step after blowing up is going to the UK and doing a UK collab because they can't go to the US. If Casper don't get American recognition, he's just going to be the same old Toronto rapper. Oh my God, what a downer ass nigga, bro. Holy shit, man. Have some confidence. He's rapping in front of Buckingham Palace. Can I get the name of who the person is? Looks like a bunch of weirdos. You guys have nothing positive to say about this shit? What about you guys? Let me hear this again. Oz Cash, thank you. This is what the live streams are for. Let's find this guy. Oz Cash. Okay, he's got a little bit of SEOs. Let's put his whole name in there. He's 30, eh? Okay. Listen, fam, I want to learn some shit, fam. The fuck? These guys in the comments, the first thing they do is hate. Not try to find out who he is, give us some information. Like, yo, bunch of weirdos. What are they? Where are they? Okay, this is probably going to get copywritten or what do you call it? It's probably going to get cut out of the replay. Let's hear this.
Every one of us. Think you're a fucking worthless loser. Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing.
Another Christmas gone by, you know my bro's still repping. Hitting all my targets and you're still half stepping. Came up in the West, took my first breath and Peckham. Bend the breezy round the border like my name Dave Beckham.
He's nice. I already like him.
My first breezy had me feeling like a trafficker. Shout my lone boys, we made a killing up in Canada. Not to mention Felix sold a couple ton in Africa. All my niggas smugglers, killed it up in Malaga. Trapping on the oval, see them coppers from a young age.
That's who this is? Okay, Casper. Because I was wondering who the next choice is. The low-key, people weren't so happy with the Market remix. Let's see how that's doing. We're going to get back to Oz Cash in a second. Casper TNG Market. Let's just do a quick check-in on Casper. Holy, 5.5 million views in 7 months. You're going crazy. But this one, not so much. It never cracked 1 million views. This is in 7 months. This did 5.1 million views. The remix, not so much. So, and I've said this before in the in past podcast episodes, I think it was a label play for them to run and say, yo, go get A-Boogie with the hoodie. He needs to be on your next song or next project or whatever. I didn't agree so much. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say it was a bad choice, but it wasn't the best choice because he ruined the fuck out of that shit. Hold on. This is going to get copyright. It's going to get like a big old copyright. But I got to let y'all hear just a little bit. Listen, it's all right. It's not as bad as people are trying to make it sound like it is. A-Boogie not trash. It's just that he's in that kind of acquired taste. Pause. Like, he has to be with the right track. Like, a lot of his solo shit, to me, is better than his features. You know what I'm saying? His solo shits be fire. He can make a bop. You know what I'm saying? Something that you could sing along to and all that. But, like, I'm not running to hear what A-Boogie has to say on a feature, personally. So I don't know if it was always the right choice. It was the right choice to get A-Boogie. But homie over here, my boy over here, what his name though? Oz Cash, he's sick. Let me hear one more tune. This is the copyrightable segment of the live stream right here. Let's go to his channel, actually. 6.5 on 10 is what you... Listen, I'm not going to say shit because they be calling me a hater. But it's not my favorite. The Market is one of my favorite Casper tracks, but that remix, that na make it, Virgin. That na make it. What's his highest viewed video? It's this one from 9 months ago. Let's hear some of this.
Trappers, real stack. I spent a mortgage on my cue. Every day some new bricks like I'm working on a site. I get them in, I get them gone. You see that hunger in my eye? Tie my lace up in the morning, send a text and hit the T. I was only 23, turning up 100 G's. I spent a mortgage on my Cuban, now they call me Mr. Freeze. Treat the Lambo like a Corsa when I'm cutting from a scene. With the foreign like a Ramos, that fed that couldn't catch up. Me and Uncle Felix touring Spain for all them hash plugs. Niggas.
He's nice. Who the fuck is this guy? He's sick. I'm not even going through like mad of the track. I'm just listening to the way he's laying down the verses and his confidence, but his relaxation at the same time. I'm fucking with this, bro. Let me just hear a little bit more, man. Copyrightable parts, man. Let's go.
Want the truth cause they must think I'm capping. From a kid to 23 I really came up trapping. Generations of the shit I seen some mill trappers, real stackers. And them encores and my uncles looking real knackered. Put my
This is what Toronto needs, bro. Niggas need to start rapping better. This guy don't look like he's like in his 40s, 50s. He's probably in his 20s, and he's rapping like this. What is wrong with you guys? This is not old head unk rap. This nigga just talking some real street shit.
all in the trap, just to see a little prof. They only hating on the kid, cause they stuck up on their block. I whip the Yuri like I'm Hamilton. Trying to win a cup, I throw them brizzies like a javelin.
So Essential C unk rap then? Like, let's be real. Don't let these niggas be the ones who are blowing up off of real rap shit when we are right upstairs from America. Come on. I'm not trying to hate on the auto-tunes and all that shit. Keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? But like, the UK got some niggas who could rap. And then they're getting famous while rapping. And us, we're like trying to run away from bars. Like, let me get away from this rappity rap unk shit as far as possible. Like, are you dumb? That shit is making bread. You just gotta swag it right. You can't be sounding like an old head. And talk some real shit. You niggas run to, oh, let me punch in and do my little auto-tune shit. And the shit ain't working out for y'all. You got Central C, who's probably he's not even 30 yet. Rap circles around you niggas. Guess what? Guess who his friend is? Right? What's wrong with you guys? Rap better, fam. I'm not even putting this on Casper. I'm just saying, like, all of you young heads, you guys act like, oh, rapping is only for older heads. But I see bare younger guys in the UK getting off rapping. Not one tint to auto-tune.
Running from them cops, fly humbled by them pounds, and then we get to packing. Nigga ran up in my spot, so we had to nap him. 3 uppers touched unk, so we got to stabbing. I've been selling more shoes than that Steve Madden. And my pedal game crazy like it's Tour de France. My plug signed the bricks, it came true with an autograph. Said he wants a little test.
Came true with an autograph. Man, you guys are gonna call me a hater, bro. I don't even know this nigga, and he sounds better than like 70% of the Toronto shit that I've been hearing lately. Can I get a witness, gang? I'm just finding out about him right now. If niggas in the chat didn't tell me what his name was, I would have had to keep digging until maybe I find out today or tomorrow or something. But like, you're trying to let's tell the truth. You say cap, old John Crow? 70% of the rappers right now, I'm not saying in history, right now, who are putting out music right now, active rappers in Toronto, 70%. Man that I just heard of for the first time right now, the last 10 minutes, wipe down. 1 in the chat if I'm right, 2 in the chat if I'm wrong. Right? Nah, Toronto way better than that shit. Come on, let me know, man. Because this shit is fired. Niggas got mad whips. They're doing all of the things, the rapper things. He's got the chains. Niggas is on motorcycles. Don't do it. Because you're gonna trigger me. And I don't want to be triggered. Different lane, fam? How? There's mad niggas over there getting this shit off, fam. And in America, the most famous American rappers can rap, like rap. They can sing and do all of the other stuff too, but they could also go to a fire in the booth, on the radar, and like rap. What the fuck is wrong with some of these Toronto niggas? Like, do both. Most of you auto-tune niggas started off with the rap and the rappity rap shit. Do both. Let your brain be able to handle both duties. Even if you don't make that the biggest percentage of the music that you put out, most of your music is auto-tune type shit. Look at Juice WRLD. What are you guys telling me, fam? R.I.P. Juice WRLD. The man made auto-tune, melodic rap, and then went and he can rap for like an hour straight off the head. It takes skills if you want to be the best. If you just want to just catch a lick and have a tune that's just running down the, have a couple of tunes that got a buzz or whatever, cool. But if you want to be the best, the top, know how to do both. Even Lil Uzi Vert, who didn't want to rap on Hot 97 when Ebro was pressuring him, he can actually rap. Don't get that fucking twisted. Even though he's a little weird with the styles or whatever, very flexible, he can actually rap. He just doesn't do it that often. He don't even barely speak in his songs sometimes. He's just like screaming. But like, I've heard him on features. I heard him slide on a Meek Mill feature, and I was like, that's Lil Uzi Vert? That nigga got bars. All right? But like, just the fact that he's able to do that. That's what I'm just saying. You don't have to showcase it all the time. Just be able to open up that chamber when needed to. If a nigga get at you, all right, fuck this. No more auto-tune. Let's go. Take his head off. Because you can rap. This is what happens with Drake. He makes fucking R&B songs and pop songs. But if a nigga come for him, he gets into the booth and he raps and he tries to take heads off. He doesn't have always the winning record, but at least he can rap.
I gave the photograph. Now they wanna link with O's before they used to laugh. Couldn't hear I'm getting motion, wanna beg friends. I called a plug, I tell him, yo, I need a next 10. I came up.
Yeah. Adapt me like Bridgin. I want to hear that collab now. Casper slid on that one too. From what I could hear just off of the phone.
If you gon' talk about secrets, going like Cali and BC, only the worlds can come on my TP, run a quick 100 and repeat, blow a quick 20 and A.W.O.L. When I was poor, they helped me, now my pockets looking healthy now.
Okay. Salute to Casper TNG, man. And salute to this young man over here. What him name again now? Ozzy Cash or Oz Cash. Big salute to Oz Cash. I fuck with you, bro. Let me go subscribe to your channel over here. Let me go find him on Instagram too. Put me onto a new rapper. Mexico. What this? See him here with K Money? Okay. You probably got a collab with K Money too. Can we hear this? These niggas is living life. Let these mans live some life, bro. I hate Toronto sometimes, bro. Y'all niggas just love to hate on the man them when they start getting some success, bro. These guys went through a lot of shit. A big portion of it self-imposed, but they went through a lot of hard times, dealing with a lot of hard things as kids growing up. And now they're being able to like eat off of the fruits of their labor, bro. Loud man them, bro. I wish they had sound on this shit, bro. What's those whips? All right, Casper got the fresh braid up. Allow the man them, bro. Holy, they're blurred faces. I see you over here, 100 Band Plan. 100 Band Plan over there in the building too. Let's go, bro. See? Hard work. Staying focused. The man was able to get a deal. Now he ain't gotta be around y'all niggas no more trying to kill him all the fucking time. What the hell? Let me get out of here, bro. Fly me to London. Let me do my video over there. All right? No more Alexander Park videos. And if it does happen, you know they're going to be bare security with them. Yeah. Keep that up, fam. They always 9 out of the 10 times rather hate them than congratulate. Hateration instead of what should be motivation. Facts. Yo, if you let the Reddit tell it, these guys are down bad. Everybody's a rat. Everybody's broke. Their raps are trash and they got no motion. Like everything the opposite of what's actually happening. If you let the Reddit tell it. He said, I'm not gonna read that comment out loud. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Yeah, man. Salute to Casper TNG. You know what? Let me just do a quick Reddit surf here. I was gonna go back to his interview.
Bro, listen to this. Just post the damn
What the hell?
video. I know some of you guys been thinking about doing content for a while. You watch. Bro, listen to this. Just post the damn video. I know some of you guys been thinking about doing content for a while. You watch influencers, you think in my head, yo, I can do this, or yo, I want to try this. Just post the damn video. It is not going to kill you.
Go.
Yes, people are going to judge you, but they're going to judge you regardless. So you might as well be rich while you're judged. That's how I felt about it. That's why I post every single day, 3 times a day. As you can see right now, I'm popping up on your screen. But if you have any questions about posting content on TikTok, shoot me a DM. Make sure that you are following me already. I've been able to get thousands of followers just in a few months. So follow for more content, comment below. Bro, listen to this. Stay away from people that ask you to borrow money. I'm telling you, stay away from them, especially if you live in Toronto. If you live in Toronto and someone asks to borrow money from you, you will never see that person for the rest of your life. That person will be gone out of existence. Their phone won't work. They won't post on Instagram no more. They're done using TikTok. You will never see that person for the rest of your life. Okay? So stay away from people who ask to borrow money. Good luck. Listen to this. If you want to,
that's bare messages. I thought it was one message, but hey, I'm fucking with all the messages, bro. Say that one again.
Out of existence, ask to borrow money. I'm telling you, stay away from them, especially if you live in Toronto. If you live in Toronto and someone asks to borrow money from you, you will never see that person for the rest of your life. That person will be gone out of existence. Their phone won't work. They won't post on Instagram no more. They're done using TikTok.
They won't post on the gram no more? That's crazy.
You will never see that person for the rest of your life. Okay? So stay away from people who ask to borrow money. Good luck. Listen to this. If you want to stop talking to someone and have them disappear out of your life, lend them $100.
Oh, shit.
In Toronto, you will never hear from that person again. They will completely vanish into thin air.
Oh.
Lend them $100 and you expect them to pay you back. You'll never hear from them again. They will be gone out of your life.
Poof. This guy's been hurt, bro. Oh, man. I feel you, though. I am not mad at it. I endorse that message. Just checking. Okay. Let me move on to my next set of stories over here. Just got to do a quick Torontology check. You know what I wanted to talk about quickly? The Janices. The Janices that Drake told to shut the fuck up. He did a whole party for them. we covered this, not like in depth because it's not like breaking news, but he did a little party in all of the cities, Houston,
Wow.
Miami, I think. There was one in Toronto, obviously, Atlanta, bunch of different cities. And they were giving out money. They gave out $100,000 to a bunch of different Janices. There was a bunch of like old grandmas and aunties and everything that were just all just having a great old time. A time was had. But I seen a clip before I started this live stream saying that Janice of Toronto notes that Drake's absence at the Janice themed party apology party. Like, they were cheesed. They got everything they wanted, but he wasn't there, so fuck Drake. Let me play this for y'all quick.
Had the same name. Everyone named Wow. Well, a party was held in the city today, and everyone had the same name. Everyone named Janice was invited to the exclusive event by Drake for using their name in his new single. CTV's Mike, not Janice Walker, has the details.
A massive lineup, hundreds of women hoping to get into an exclusive party for one thing they all have in common.
What's your name?
Janice. I'm Janice. My name is Janice. Janice.
The event at
Hold on. And salute to these beautiful women here. Okay? You're just seeing bare old foots though. Women my age. You know what I'm saying? You say those Janices need to shut the fuck up. You was right. Oh shit, man. Look at this one, Janice. Bottom.
a massive lineup, hundreds of women hoping to get into an exclusive party for one thing they all have in common.
What's your name?
Janice. I'm Janice. My name is Janice. Janice.
In common.
What's your name?
Janice. I'm Janice. My name is Janice. Janice.
Right? Beep, beep, baby.
The event at the Cactus Club, a formal apology to the Janices of Toronto from rapper Drake for using their name in his hit single that doesn't have any kind words for someone named Janice and repeatedly tells them to shut up.
For me to hear my name in a song like that, and it's in such a derogatory term, I was just like, come on, Drake, you can do better. We don't deserve this.
She was traumatized. Drake, how you traumatized the auntie? She's there bumping, beep, beep, baby, and all she heard was, Janice, shut the fuck up. Tears coming down her eyes. Drake.
Drake? Term, I was just like, come on, Drake, you can do better. We don't deserve this.
In order to attend the event organized by Drake's team, guests had to RSVP and show government ID to prove their legal first name is Janice.
Why did you want to be here?
To meet all the other Janices, to support.
This Janice is all right still. Huh? Gang? Not a bad Janice? She's in her 30s or 40s too. There's not one young Janice for real, eh? Look, sidetrack, no sidetrack. Is Janice out of existence? Is there any Janices in the chat? Or is that name just reserved for people that are like 35 and up? Right? Respectfully, I see the gray streak. She's 40 and up. Right? Gray streak up us. Right? Is Janet just out of circulation, or Janice and Janet? They're both out of circulation? Janice is an old name. It's not a name that's common now. Yeah, I guess not. Because all of these women, like this woman over here, listen, respectfully, I'm not trying to diss. I'm just saying, this woman is like in her 50s. Okay, so Janice hasn't been a name since my time.
Support the song. It's so cool. Drake invited all of us to say I'm sorry, so we're all here, and hopefully he'll be here to apologize in person.
Many surprisingly received an invite on social media, like Janice, who
Check this one's ID. Are we sure that's a Janice or a Karen? Because that tone right there, he better be here. If he's not, I'm calling who's the manager?
Drake invited all of us to say I'm sorry, so we're all here, and hopefully he'll be here to apologize in person.
Many surprisingly received an invite on social media, like Janice, who took the train from London.
I think that we are all also surprised the age demographic here. I'm 40.
Told you. There's no Janices in their 20s over there. Not one Janice in their 20s. Yo, Drake, you ain't low, bro. We know Drake ain't young neither. Drake's gonna be 40 this year. You ain't low, my nigga. You trying to find a wife at one of these events. What the helly, bro? You made a Janice event and you know there wasn't gonna be one 20-something-year-old woman in that place, bro.
Everybody keeps saying, oh, this is going to be a 65-plus party. And if you look around, it is not.
This follows
No, it's a 40-plus party.
Series of publicity stunts by Drake promoting the release of 3 new albums. Inside, they were wined and dined by Drake's team with a 3-course lunch, plus raffles for cash prizes.
Some luck.
Yo, bro. Yo. I fuck with the event and the idea. And I'm not trying to be an ageist. I'm old as shit, okay? So y'all can, this is all jokes. It's all in fun. But every shot I'm seeing is just gray. I'm seeing a few wrinkles here and there. Yo. There is no young
Release of
Janice.
3 new albums. Inside, they...
Yo, this woman looks like she's like 75. Respectfully, young lady. Dig down when we talking. I have to read that one. Sorry, DJ Dabbit, that's going on the screen. Janice is still getting dig down. What are we talking about? Facts.
They were wined and dined by Drake's team with a 3-course lunch, plus raffles for cash prizes.
Some lucky lady got 2,500.
It was awesome. Drake.
Yo, she had the smoker's voice. I'm sorry. Oh, fuck. I need to go to therapy, man. I so ate shit. Can you hear that again? Just one more time.
Prizes.
Some lucky lady got 2,500.
Yeah. Oh. Yo, you know she's in the smoking section. You know what I'm saying? Back-to-back cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? You know that one's there? You ever go to... As somebody who used to work at an office and shit, okay, any of y'all who are office workers and shit like that, y'all can relate. You know, and especially the ones who are cigarette smokers. There's one thing being a cigarette smoker, and I know when you're on your break, you're like, fuck, I want to just stay outside as long as possible, right? But when you're like, you smoke one cigarette, and then after you're done, and you're not even drinking no liquids, you know what I'm saying? To like, pause, lubricate the esophagus and shit like that. You just raw dogging the bogeys back to back. Right? You ever see one of them people? They do this, the bogey's burning, and then they go like this. Like another one. You're a fucking demon. If you gotta light one bogey off of the bogey that you're already smoking, bro, stop smoking.
It was awesome.
Like this.
Wined and dined by Drake's team with a 3-course lunch, plus raffles for cash prizes.
Some lucky lady got 20.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop roasting this lady. This is somebody's grandmother right here. You know what I'm saying? Yo, fam, the type of person that smokes the bogeys inside the crib. Oh, go in this woman's house. It just smells crazy of deaderettes in the crib, bro. I said deaderettes. I didn't say cigarettes. Old school Toronto term. Deaderettes. Yo, pass me a deaderette still, fam. Right? If you know, you know. The old heads know them talks there. Yo, pass me a deaderette still. Let's go. One more, and then we'll move on. This woman's buying cartons and shit. Run through a carton in like 2 days. Holy fuck.
500.
It was awesome. Drake is giving out cash in there.
But Drake wasn't here, and with
Oh, she was a young one still. Hold on. How you get in here? Your name's Janice? Alright, shit. Are you sure your name is Janice? Huh? No, fam. That's not her name's not Janice. Look what I have on the screen. Look at the woman I have on the screen, fam. You know her name ain't Janice, bro. That's her Canadian name. Oh, let me just smoke for a second. You know when on her birth certificate it says something else. And at the end it says Janice or something. Like, I don't know, fam. And I'm not even gonna say the name of what I think her name is, because then that's when y'all gonna really start calling me racist. Okay? But it's not fucking Janice. All right? Stop the cap. Yo, I didn't say it. Oh, fuck. I'm sweating from being such an idiot, bro. Hold on a second. Let me recalibrate for a second. Oh, John Crow, you're a goat, bro. I didn't say it, fam. But her name's not Janice, okay? That's all we got to know.
It was awesome. Drake is giving out cash in there.
But Drake wasn't here, and with capacity capped at 150, not every Janice who RSVP'd and showed up got in.
Can't get in with the RSVP.
Why is that?
We're not on the list.
Yo, bare cigarette voice ladies, bro. That's crazy. You ain't getting in.
Capped at 150, not every Janice who RSVP'd and showed up got in.
Can't get in with the RSVP.
Why is that?
We're not on the list.
Some seeking another apology
all of these women shop at Reitman's.
From Drake.
I drove all the way from Bowmanville, and I'm here. Do your thing. You're Drake. You swear at us you're trying to make it right, but it's actually even worse right now.
While others admit they're
Jamaican auntie pissed. You can't get in. Y'all know. I hope that Reitman's reference didn't go over your head, huh? I hope that Reitman's it didn't go over your head. You good. You know where Reitman's is. You know what Reitman's is. You know all of these ladies are shopping at Reitman's. Stop it, fam. Alexis, you don't know what Reitman's is? That's the auntie shop. You go to the website. The Reitman's ladies over here, bro. I used to have to go there with my mom when I was a kid. Just being there all pissed off. Like, Mom, hurry up. We got some young looking shit over here. I ain't mad at some of the stuff. They evolving in the style. They got bare young models, but it ain't for them. You know it well. You know they know me. Yo, you have to be a certain age to know about what going with the Reitman's place, fam. Reitman's been around forever. Canadian institution. Hold on. What's a Reitman's, yo? Take down a woman in a Reitman's dress. Sick?
As a consolation prize.
It was so fun meeting so many other Janices.
Those who did get in say it's
Apology is accepted.
Janice apology parties also held in New York, LA, Miami, and Houston. Mike Walker, CTV News.
I spent too long on this topic here. Beat
Court
me,
song.
baby. Oh, where's my lady? Where's my girl? Where's my girl? Yo, the bear old foot's in here, fam. Where's my girl? There's my girl. Yes. Gang, y'all taking that down? Stop the knives. Knives your beak. I don't want to see one lie in the chat, bro. If I see a 2 in the chat, yo, Black Paint, moderate that and delete that too, okay? I know y'all lying. You're like, what our bank account look like? Let me think about it. Oh, fuck, I ain't shit. Okay. Let me move on. Salute to all the Janices out there, yo. I literally had actual tears in my eyes, bro. That's crazy. Okay, all right. Let me get to a serious topic over here. Let me get to this Ryan Wedding stuff. Like real shit. Serious topic. Ryan Wedding. He's been incarcerated for probably about 4 months, 5 months now from the time that they had that big video with the FBI taking him down the stairs in the airplane and stuff like that. But there has been new developments as far as somebody who's connected to Ryan Wedding. My bad. Who's connected to Ryan Weddings and Project South. Hold on. Now, for the people who don't know what Project South is an investigation that went on and a raid that a multitude of police officers and prison guards from the Toronto South and other places were arrested. Some of them have been suspended with pay, some without pay. And some of them right now are incarcerated and have been denied bail because of the corruption from this project, where policemen were assisting prison guards and being able to give addresses to other prison guards and captains and try to get them, you know what I'm saying? Like a very tangled web got weaved, as I like to say. So I'm gonna show you all a quick video here, and then we can do a little bit more of a deep dive.
And we have some breaking news. New court documents show a link between a police corruption investigation and the case against former Canadian Olympian Ryan Wedding. Now, the documents show Gurpreet Singh was investigated for potential involvement in an alleged plot to kill a Toronto corrections officer. U.S. authorities accuse Singh of helping coordinate cocaine shipments for Wedding, who's alleged to have run a drug trafficking ring. The probe of the plot against the corrections officer led to Project South, an investigation by York Regional Police that led to the arrest of 7 current and 1 retired Toronto police officers. They're accused of leaking information to an organized crime group. None of the allegations have been proven in court.
So this guy's Gurpreet Singh. And this is part of the reason why I was even playing the video in the beginning of this live stream broadcast, where I was showing the TSav documentary that I did and him being a part of the Brothers Keepers and all types of wild stuff, right? Yeah, the poll is kind of like a rhetorical question at this point, because I asked in a poll, does Ryan Wedding have TPS, the Toronto Police Services, on payroll? All right. Maybe, a few people might be like, nah, I don't believe that shit. So I did find an article. And this is courtesy of Global News. Attempted hit on Toronto jail guards tied to web of local crimes, documents allege. Let me see if I can get away with running this without an ad popping up.
The investigation was dubbed Project South, a police corruption investigation that began after the attempted murder of a high-ranking employee at the Toronto South Detention Centre. The identity of the target is under a publication ban. Global News and other media organizations went to court seeking the release of information contained in documents called Information to Obtain, or ITO for short. Much of the
ITO.
information is redacted and can't currently be reported. These documents indicate that police investigators went to a judge more than once alleging criminality, writing in the ITO that a police officer's conduct demonstrates a broader pattern of corruption, misuse of police authority, and facilitation of criminal activity. The ITO lays out information collected on the suspects using wiretaps and intercepted communications, among other means. The documents also show connections to other prominent criminal investigations, including the Ryan wedding case. Toronto Police Constable Timothy Barnhart is at the center of the allegations. He faces 17 charges.
Look at this motherfucker. Look at this guy. That's the guy who's the main cop that they said is in the middle of this Project South shit. This guy looks like a living, walking piece of shit.
Faces 17 charges, the most of anyone, including conspiracy to commit murder, bribery, and drug trafficking. He worked out of A.W.O.L Division. Investigators writing in the ITO the illegal action was carried out at the request of civilian associates, improperly accessed confidential police database, retrieved sensitive information, and then disclosed that information. The charges against Barnhart and others have not
Say
been
that
changed.
again?
He worked out of A.W.O.L Division. Investigators writing in the ITO the illegal action was carried out at the request of civilian associates, properly
at the request of civilian associates? What does that mean? Let's slow that down for a second. At the request of civilian associates and properly accessed confidential police databases, retrieved sensitive information and disclosed that information. Interesting. So they got people on road who are giving the intel to different policemen on the guardies inside, because you know these people, like, they leave the jail and come back to their neighborhoods or wherever their homes. They don't live at the jail, so like, that's some deep shit. Yo, you don't know who's out there giving intel on who, fam.
accessed confidential police database, retrieved sensitive information, and then disclosed that information. The charges against Barnhart and others have not been proven in court. Barnhart remains in custody after being denied bail. News organizations will be back in court seeking the release of more documents of the case on July 30th. Sean O'Shea, Global News.
Yikes. Ugh. You said, I bet that's how JJ got killed, because the details of his death were crazy. Listen, fam, I don't know, bro. Like, there's so much stuff that I found out through this Ryan wedding case and the arrest. We also have to keep in mind there was a whole arrest where they got one of his shooters or whatever that they said got military training in Mexico. And that person was from Falstaff. And allegedly, from what I even found out after doing that news story, the one on Top 5, that guy who they arrested, let me see if I can find him. Cunningham, his name was. Let's see if we could find him. Cunningham. I might not even be spelling his name right. All right. But yeah, he was outside of Jason GGG's funeral, who had passed away or was murdered a few months back. Right? This is like very intricate, wild webs that are going on in this city and country. Who would have thunk that the biggest exporter of drugs in Canada, aka Mr. Perfect, yes. Who would have thunk that the biggest exporter of drugs would be a Canadian ex-snowboarder? This guy right here. Right? Like, Jesus Christ. Malik Damian Cunningham. There's a lot going on, fam. This is not just, you know, a guy who was moving a couple of keys and working for the cartel. Like, nah, bro. There's people in the rap scene that, low key, that are probably all wrapped up with this guy. This guy's from freaking Falstaff, was waiting at freaking my boy's funeral, RIP, at Jason's funeral. Who else is wrapped up in the rap game who's connected to Ryan Wedding? What I want to also go back to.
Now, the documents show Gurpreet Singh was in.
Gurpreet Singh. Let's find out a little bit about this guy. Gurpreet. Gang, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. You see this? Algorithms. You see this? SEOs, keyword searches. I just put Gurpreet. And this is the first thing that pops up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me go do this. All right, now we're in the freestyle part. I don't have any more links ready for this. Now I'm just being nosy. Interesting. They've been talking about this from 3 months ago. Why are they making like this is a brand new news story? Look, posted July 4th, updated July 4th. So this is brand new. This is new information. A web of Toronto's highest profile crime stories, from alleged corrupt cops to major drug dealers and potential gun for hire network, may all weave into Project South, according to details investigative theories from York Regional Police detectives based on calls, intercepts, listening devices, and searches. Okay, and all of that. This stuff is stuff that they already mentioned in the article that we just watched the video for. Bruh. What were they saying about this guy 3 months ago?
Hello everyone, I'm Dwight Drummond. Welcome to CBC News Toronto.
What's going on,
An
Dwight?
alleged drug trafficker released on a $1.5 million bail has been ordered not to contact a co-accused of alleged...
He's on road? Man, I need to shut the fuck up.
Alleged drug kingpin Ryan Wedding. Hello everyone, I'm Dwight Drummond. Welcome to CBC News Toronto. An alleged drug trafficker released on a $1.5 million bail has been ordered not to contact a co-accused of alleged drug kingpin Ryan Wedding. Ryan DaCosta at the center of a major police corruption and organized crime case. Thomas Degla is part of the CBC News team that broke this story. He joins us now with more on this. And Thomas, what can you tell us about the connection now between these two men?
Gurpreet Singh's name appears on a list of people that Brian DaCosta is not to have any contact with now that he is out on bail. Investigators have not...
Okay, so it's the Brian DaCosta guy who's out, even though that doesn't make it any better, but let's go.
Said housing may be connected to this massive case known as Project South. York Regional Police told me today this is an ongoing investigation, so they declined to comment. But just to underline here, the person you're seeing there is Gurpreet Singh. DaCosta has been named as a key figure in this case of alleged corruption in the Toronto Police Service. Investigators have said he bribed an officer to give up confidential information. That information...
Oh, you know what? Let me go back and let's run this again.
He is out on bail. Investigators have not said housing may be connected to this massive case known as...
Singh who's out on bail. The DaCosta guy is the cop, the dirty cop. He got denied bail. It's this guy who's on roads. Oh, no. I'm not saying, oh, no, like, whatever. I'm not sure. Listen, bro, if you see this, I don't know you, brother. I'm just reacting to what I see on these news streams, bro.
About the connection now between these two men.
Gurpreet Singh's name appears on a list of people that Brian DaCosta is not to have any contact with now that he is out on bail. Investigators have not said housing may be connected to this massive case known as Project South. York Regional Police told me today this is an ongoing investigation, so they declined to comment. But just to underline here, the person you're seeing there is Gurpreet Singh. DaCosta has been named as a key figure in this case of alleged corruption in the Toronto Police Service. Investigators have said he bribed an officer to give up confidential information. That information was then linked to a string of crimes, chief among them an apparent murder plot targeting a manager at a jail in Etobicoke. Now, as for Singh on the right there, this is a man born in Brampton facing federal charges in the U.S. over 2 cocaine shipments that he and his uncle allegedly coordinated for Ryan Wedding. Singh has been held at the Toronto South Detention Centre since his arrest in 2024. There's Ryan Wedding, an alleged associate of Singh. Singh's lawyer, Brian Greenspan, underlined it to me. Singh is not charged in connection with Project South, but still, this amounts to the first known connection, Dwight, between two high-profile cases, one involving alleged police corruption, the other a violent drug smuggling ring.
Yeah, it certainly does. And you mentioned his uncle. So what more do we know about Singh and his alleged criminal connections?
Tell us.
Yeah, U.S. prosecutors, to quote them, have described Singh as being deeply enmeshed in the criminal underworld. According to court documents that I've seen, Singh and his uncle agreed to a cocaine smuggling deal in a meeting in Brampton that was recorded by an FBI informant who was later shot dead in Colombia. Ryan Wedding himself, until recently one of the FBI's most wanted fugitives, apparently said he had to personally intervene a couple years ago to get Singh released when he was kidnapped and tied up by a Mexican drug cartel over a drug debt. Now, U.S. prosecutors...
What? Yo, this guy's outside, bro.
U.S. prosecutors, to quote them, have described Singh as being deeply enmeshed in the criminal underworld. According to court documents that I've seen, Singh and his uncle agreed to a cocaine smuggling deal in a meeting in Brampton that was recorded by an FBI informant who was later shot himself. Until recently, one of the FBI's most wanted fugitives apparently said he had to personally intervene a couple years ago to get Singh released when he was kidnapped and tied up by a Mexican drug cartel over a drug debt. Now, U.S. prosecutors have also said Singh has ties to organized crime in Dubai, but for now, he remains in custody here in Toronto, fighting extradition to the U.S.
Yeah.
Yo, this guy is deep in the shits, bro. Dubai, Canada, Ryan Wedding, Gurpreet Singh. There's so much different connections and webs because we've also talked about the South Asian like gangs and stuff that are over there in BC. This is why I started the video with the TSav documentary that I did, because at some point in time, if it's not an overlap, it's a complete connection. Okay, but even if it's not a connection, there's at least some kind of overlap. The Dubai Canada connection is insane, Black Paint. Like shit that I can't even really say on this live stream too tough. But there's a lot of connections between Dubai and Canada and the international drug trade that's going on, the transcontinental drug trade that's going on worldwide. It's a very deep thing. It's not just a couple of gangs and stuff like that. Cartels, political powers, there's all different types of things involved in this. We're finding out that the police, obviously, there's always going to be a few police on the fix, but like there's one thing for the police to be on the fix for the leader of somebody who's nationally known, you know what I'm saying? A mob figure or whatever. Even like international to the point of North America. These guys are transcontinental. From continent to the continents, they're moving drugs, bro. And a Toronto policeman is a fucking pawn in the whole picture of this whole thing, in the chessboard of this what we got over here. I'm just looking for more stuff. Ryan Wedding's hitman mistakenly target. We watched this video a while back. This is some deep shit. Give me a second here. Let's do a couple of quick searches here. Let's do this again. Gurpreet Singh, Ryan Wedding's heinous Toronto police scandal allegations, investigation suspects, inmates. You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for the videos that you can't tell what the writing is. Once you get to that, that's when you know you're cooking, fam. We've learned this from multiple live streams at this point, that once you get to shit like this, even though this is not about homie right here, but when you start getting the writing like this, Gurpreet Singh sentenced to death for killing All right, these are different Gurdeep Singhs. That's why you got to put the Ryan Wedding next to it. Business law. But that's what I'm looking for. Arrested. Caught on video, Westchester. That's some old shit. This is not the same one.
Just received this dash camera video of the moment Connecticut police arrested the man accused of killing 4 people in Westchester Township.
This is not the same guy. Murder suspect caught in Connecticut. Hold on, it might be the same guy. Hold on. Singh is charged with 4 counts of shooting the death of his wife. Okay, no. This is one of those guys who, unfortunately, that's something that pops up way too often too. Yeah, this is okay. I don't want to get shit confused. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously there's multiple Gurdeep Singhs. We don't want to get the one Gurdeep Singh who's who's a murderer or convicted for or suspected of murder mixed up with the other ones who are convicted or other ones. You know what I'm saying? There's multiple, I guess, murdering Gurdeep Singhs. And listen, for any other Gurdeep Singhs who ain't out in some murder shit, salute to y'all, man. This guy is fucking up your name, bro. Damn, giving it some bad SEO. All of these guys. Anyhow, just keep your eyes open. I will keep my eyes open when it comes to this. I'm invested. I've obviously done a lot of stories on this Ryan Wedding stuff, so I will keep you guys updated on anything else that pops up. A couple more things I want to address, and then we can get to the roads, or I can get to the roads. I want to get into this video that Trapler Ross dropped called Hip Hop's Great Depression. All right, I've been complaining. We've been complaining about Toronto hip hop being dead. Other people in other markets complain about the same thing. So it's not just a Toronto thing. But I saw this video and it piqued my interest. So I was like, you know what? Let me see what Trapler Ross got to say about the Great Depression in hip hop. Let me know if any of you guys have actually seen this video also. It's not one of his like breakdown videos, but let's see what he got to say.
So the rap game's been in a pretty bad place over, I would say, the last year. Definitely 2026, it's been a pretty poor year for rap. And I saw a really interesting Reddit thread that I wanted to go into in this video, because they're basically saying that we're actually in a great depression of trap and hip-hop music. And I do agree with this, and I do think this is really interesting. Now, I think before Drake kind of breathed life back into the rap game, it was super dead. And the only person that was really having motion at the start of this year was Pooh Shiesty. Okay, he was at like number 12 on the Billboard charts, I believe, with FDO. And he was basically the only gangster rapper, or the only rapper really, that was in like the top 50 at the time. Now, the Billboard chart hasn't really recovered. Yes, Drake did breathe some life back into the game, but still at this stage, there's not many rappers that are charting in the mainstream music industry. Okay, so Janice STFU is still number 6 in the charts right now. That was a number 1 hit, but before that, it was pretty quiet for the rap game. Okay, and as you notice, it used to be absolutely dominated by rappers, and now it really ain't the case. So Drake's at number 20 with Shebang. Okay, we ain't seen another rapper yet. Now we see a Mac Miller. Now, rest in peace to Mac Miller. Big fan of his music, but you know he no longer with us, right? So that's like
they're pulling up Mac Miller tracks from weeks. 33 weeks. Or no, week 7. Okay, this is new. This is a new song featuring Ty Dolla $ign. Interesting.
Okay, that's fine, but it's like you can't really say that, you know, that's like a current contemporary artist that's making moves over here. Okay, Don Toliver's doing his thing. He really on the commercial auto-tune wave. You got Drake again. All right, if it wasn't for Drake, he's carrying this whole chart. Now, DaBaby doing Pop That Thing is kind of like a nice little return to form. I've always been a fan of DaBaby's music. You know, as a person, he's not necessarily the nicest guy, allegedly, all right? He definitely puts the beats on a few people, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to play with DaBaby. But he's doing his thing musically. Now he's kind of had a nice comeback after, you know, quite a long fall off. And it's not really a name that you were expecting to see there. All right. Michael Jackson all over the charts. We've got Drake again with Whisper My Name. Too Hard for the...
What happened to the baby? He did have a song that was kind of popping like maybe about 3 months ago. I think it's still popping. But he had the hardest fall off. Damn, the baby. What's his new song? Bop on Broadway. That's not a new song. Pop That Thing. Is that the one? Yeah, I think it's Pop That Thing. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. I can't play it. It's going to give me freaking copyright.
Yeah. Spread it.
He's got 10 million views on it in 3 months. Okay, I think he's kind of back. He fell off and hit his head.
Radio. Bossman D-Lo with Motion Party, okay. Bossman D-Lo was one of the very few people that was, you know, creeping up the bottom end of the chart pause when Pooh Shiesty was kind of having his moment. You got Drake, National Treasures here, you know what I'm saying? Should have been Presser on there, unfortunately, but he didn't make it to that one, sadly. You know, what else we got? We got I'm actually shocked to see Dave, a British rapper, actually on the Billboard 100 charts here. This is actually pretty impressive, to be honest. So you have to let a UK guy in here. Now here, shout out to Phoenix Flexing. I love this song, Rubbers. He a rapper. This ain't a rap song, all right? Phoenix Flexing low-key making a mockery of the whole rap game right now, simply because he's proven to the world that we're in such a great depression of rap. The hottest absolute new entrant to the field who don't really be on Billboard too much. As a rapper, he had to do an 80s sing-song Britpop flip to get onto the charts. Shout out to Phoenix Flexing. This is a hard song, whether you think it's AI or not. It's a banger, but ain't no rap song. This ain't no rap song, okay? Them ad-libs don't make it a rap song, okay? So, you know, we kind of doing our thing. So I'm looking for more rappers. I'm looking for rappers. We got Drake with Plot Twist. Drake again featuring 20.
Yo, what the hell, fam? You're telling me Drake's the only person on the chart and a few other people? This is sad.
21 Savage don't even really deserve this chart entry just for saying bees on a table, bees over and over and over and over again. That was not very inspired, but I get the message they were trying to get across with that one. Drake again, what did I miss? Okay, it's all Drake. If it wasn't for Drake lifting up the rap music out here, this would be a bloodbath. Right, really not much going on. Shout out to French Montana and Max B. Okay, they're on the charts. Fair play to them. They're still on here. Okay, that's deserved. They should be on there. But that's it. Okay, it's low key a drought. There was a time when damn near half the songs were on here. You would have had the Migos. You'd have had Lil Uzi. You'd have had a complete hip hop takeover. So here's the post that I wanted to show you guys that I thought was interesting. They're saying, are we witnessing the Great Depression of trap/hip hop? Like an honest question. Where is the genre of trap and hip-hop going? Are we seeing the Great Depression of these genres right in front of our eyes without even realizing it? Charts and money-wise, it really peaked in 2021. Quality-wise, it seemed to peak in late 2018, mid-2019. We've only seen a few real standout artists coming out after that. The issue is none of these artists seem to sustain their hype and artistry for anywhere near as long as their predecessors. I just feel like every era of trap is now divided and it's turned into niche categories that really see no crossover. As in, we don't have Kendrick Lamar, Travis Scott, Migos, Future, Trippie Redd, Carti, Uzi all bringing something to the table that's universally playable. And that was only the half of it at the time. There is absolutely not one star that exists anymore. There used to be over 10 coexisting at the very minimum. Maybe I'm being dramatic in the way that I express this, but it's truly what I believe. And I believe what's causing this is the lack of intersection and collaboration between the artists and the genre. Now, obviously, I've always been a fan of hip-hop my entire life. I grew up listening to Jay-Z, Eminem, 50 Cent, Nas, Mobb Deep. These are just artists that I grew up. I've only really ever listened to hip-hop.
You know, I see y'all talking about this Phoenix Flexing track, right? The thing is, there's another song that I saw. Let me see if I can find this real quick. And it leans into the whole thing with Phoenix Flexing because he has to make a song that's not hip hop for it to hit the charts. But watch this. Rapper, Tyga.
Chrome rims spinning on the black top. Cold cash blowing out
the rooftop.
This is all gonna get cut out.
Walking like you own it, stalking like you own it. Left me for the better life. I hope you enjoyed that.
They're all doing it, fam. The rappers are like, all right, we off for this. We're gonna just do other music. They haven't even decided what they're gonna. They're just like, yeah. Yo, when the man them shared this to me in the group chat, I thought this was Tory Lanez. Low key. Right? But at least Tory Lanez could be like, yo, I'm a singer and shit. This nigga just raps. And he's like, yeah, that ain't gonna work no more. I'm gonna do this.
That better life, look at you now. Check out the.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do some 80s rock now. Rap? I'll be back when you guys get hot again.
I've dabbled in a bit of the Beatles and Ed Sheeran, but realistically, I've only listened to hip hop. It's all I really know. I couldn't tell you nothing about no Taylor Swift, no, I don't know, Red Hot Chili Peppers. People comment on my videos, you're white. You know, they keep me with these racist comments. You're white. Why don't you go make a video about Red Hot Chili Peppers? I don't know shit about Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm a hip hop head my entire life, just like the subreddit says.
hip hop.
But I'm also a specialist when it comes to gangster rap. I was always into the gangster rap and the street side of rap. 50 Cent getting shot 9 times damn near made him a superhero in my eyes, okay? I just honestly thought that was just the craziest story I'd ever heard in my life. You shot this guy 9 times and he came back and became a star and went diamond. This guy's damn near the real-life Terminator. So I've always been interested in the gritty street stories behind rap. I grew up listening to nothing but rap music and watching gangster films, okay? My family, you know, they weren't in the mob or anything like that, but, you know, I had parents that grew up in, you know, South London in the era when you heard about the Cray Twins and East End gangsters and South London gangsters and all the interesting street stuff that was going on in London. And then I watched movies like The Godfather. I watched shows like The Sopranos, Pulp Fiction, gangster films, epic films. And to me, I was listening to nothing but rap music. That's just me. All right. But I've always been interested in gangster rap, always been interested in the streets. When drill music first started in Chicago, 2012, I was listening to Chief Keef. I don't like driving my first car. I probably like passed my driving test. I can't remember, but like around that time, I just remember having a whip, one of my first cars, but stick. You remember seeing the Migos in that noisy Atlanta documentary, you know, they in the trap house in the bando, trapping out the bando, trap music and, you know, Gucci Mane and all this Atlanta trap music. That's what inspired Chicago drill, but they took the violence to a whole nother level. Then you had places like Jacksonville picking up on it and it was just all about the violence. But unfortunately, we saw a lot of those stories end badly. We saw King Von go out getting shot.
What do you mean Tiger was never a rapper? He rapped. Rack City, bitch. Rack City, bitch. All that shit was rap shit. Not rappity rap shit, but like he rapped.
On camera, starting a fight. We saw Lil Durk doing a murder for hire allegedly. Now he's looking at, you know, life in prison.
Damn.
We saw Fulio get killed. The consequences of all of them diss songs, mocking your enemies, making videos at the grave sites. You guys, we thought you were superheroes, but now it turned out you were just mere mortals. And unfortunately, it stopped being cool. Pooh Shiesty, his music's great, but now people just think he's a dummy, he's a crash out, he's an idiot, and nobody's scared to say that. I'm not scared of Pooh Shiesty coming and doing nothing to me. It just is what it is, okay? But here is the thing. I think that this has played a significant role in the kind of decline of rap music as a popular genre, because I think that was kind of breathing some life into it after the more melodic auto-tune creative, you know, your Cartis and Uzis were doing their thing. Now Carti came back and he brought the rap game back. He breathed.
I said this the other day. I said, if we're not scared of you, if you guys don't have the fear factor element to you, and you know, you're not as cool, we're not, you know, we don't feel the danger, then we're just gonna be like, yo, you're a crash out. You guys are dumb. You can't read. Like, these are the words and the sentences that are synonymous with rappers in 2026. Like the gangster ones, at least. And we don't feel no way saying it, fam. To the point where, like, mans are like, bro, we got the police on our side at this point. Like, you call us snitches, and then half of the people that you roll would be snitching. So it's like nobody even cares no more, fam. Like, we don't respect niggas like that, like we used to. Once upon a time, it was like, gangster rapper, don't talk about them. The mystique that they held, yo, they might be able to do you something. They were online making themselves look like dummies. We weren't able to watch their stupid decisions in real time. Now, We look at a rapper and we're a gangster rapper and we're like, that's kind of synonymous with the word idiot.
A lot of life into it when it was quiet. But that's just my opinion. I feel like we ended up seeing the gangster rap genre take up so much oxygen out of the space. And then basically, because those stories ended so badly, this is just my opinion, I feel like it killed a lot of the mystique and the shine around rappers. Now you see rappers, they're trying to become streamers. Rappers were the
facts. Lil Durk went and got how many people, you know, because they had to slide for Vaughn, who, and you know, respectfully, I don't know if it's respectfully, like, got himself killed punching the shit out of one of NBA Youngboy's peoples over a chick, and then got his head blown off. Come on, fam. Let's slide for him, though. Why? Because he went and put his own life in his hands over a bitch? He started punching a man in the face, thought that he could just get away with that because he's a super gangster, and he rapped about all these real bodies that he had. So now we're just supposed to, you know, anybody's supposed to let him get away with anything? No, the nigga shot him because you can't just go punching people up in the face. They got guns too. You guys got guns. It's just your guy died. But no, now we have to slide for him even though he's in the fucking wrong. And then what did you guys do? You slid for him. And you made telecommunications saying, oh, don't use my card. Don't mention my name. These are all in court documents. I'm not finding this shit out from the streets. This is in court documents that are in all y'all indictments. How are we supposed to take y'all so seriously because you're so gangster, but so fucking stupid at the same time? Make it make sense. This is why niggas don't respect y'all anymore. You're like, you may as well stream. Because when we listen to your music, even when we believe you, we're like, you're dumb. You're actually talking about the person who you killed, like by name and almost the date? You're dumb.
coolest people in the world like 5-6 years ago. Now it's the streamers, the content creators. People think they're the coolest people in the world. So that's just my thoughts, my opinion reading that. But I'm going to read you some of the comments. This isn't hip hop heads. This isn't a gangster rap drill. That's just my area of expertise and the type of music that I've been interested in as far as the subgenre of rap. But let's hear what people are saying in the comments, because I just found this really, really interesting. Someone said, I would say the version of hip hop we're now in peaked from 2015 to 2020. Now we've just been dragging it out and it's gone pretty stale. Now it's just 808s with glitched out, pitched up vocals where the only thing the artist does is an onomatopoeia as a rhyme word and pronounce it as eccentric as they can. I got the black, yeah, yeah. She get the schmap, yeah, yeah. They get the guap, yeah, yeah. I'm like, black, yeah. They're saying this Gen
Sounds about right.
Z type lingo too. People saying, yeah, but I'm Gen Z, born in 2002, and this shit's stale to me. I've tried to get into Osa Mason, Shay, and Nine Vicious. I can't force myself to like stuff like this. It feels like you have to be in new music to like it. Like, I've already done the deep dive into music from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I've watched every Woodstock performance on the 3-hour doc. Prince is my favorite artist of all time. So now it's just so hard to get into the new stuff because it sounds so flat. Everybody.
Yo, this is a young person who's just like, they can't even like stand the people in their own generation's music. That's sad, yo. They're just listening to it to listen to it because it's available. But like, a lot of them are like, you have to almost like make yourself as dumb as possible and as brain dead and on as much pills as possible to understand the shit and be like, yo, okay, now I could bop my head to like, the beats could be hard as shit. And then if a guy jumps on it and starts rapping in a baby voice, come on. It's like, y'all niggas don't even rap on the beats anymore. You just make sounds. Why is anybody gonna be like, yo, this is respected music? You know how hard we have to fight for people to respect hip hop in the first place? As a 50 going on 51-year-old man? You know how hard we have to fight for people to respect this as an art form and as music? I say this shit all the time. When I was young and I was listening to rap in the late 80s or mid 80s, early 90s, but especially in the mid to late 80s, niggas be like, you listen to rap? Like, make fun of me and shit. Oh, you think that shit's gonna last? And I would be like, nah, bro, this is good shit. Like, I would be fighting for hip hop back in 85, 86.
We love hip hop.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, this shit is dope. But now, if you're and the thing is, guys weren't even at the level of where they took it to. This is pre-Nas and shit like that. This is me, late 80s, listening to LL Cool J, my radio, and Run DMC, and the Fat Boys, and all of them old school, old head ass rappers. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, what are you trying to tell me? They would tell me, oh, they're not even singers. They're just saying words on the beat. And I'd get pissed. Now, fast forward 2026, some of the things that they're saying, it's not that they were right. The version of what we have now, if you tell me, oh, you listen to that hip hop shit, that shit is trash, it's not gonna last, I might fucking believe you. I could believe you, fam. Because respectfully, if I have to resort to, if Playboy Cardi is what the future of hip hop is, bro, this shit might stop then. Listen, I know there's a lot of amazing artists out there. I'm just saying who's in the spotlight and who is on the charts, and with the exception of Drake and Kendrick, and not even Cole. We're just not, the hip-hop that I grew up on, and I know I sound like an old head, but the shit that it evolved to has become hot garbage. So of course it's not going to be charting. The songs are 90 seconds long. We don't even care about the music we're making. So why do we expect somebody else to move that up the chart?
Taking shots at me for sharing my own experiences. I'll take the criticism, but at least share new rap music from the 2020s you F with. Put me on, post a playlist, anything. They're saying, what the fuck? We got old heads born in 2002 now. It's crazy, bro. So I'm crying, bro. I had to take a double take. How have we got 2002 old heads? That is actually, they got the Gen Z old heads. They're saying you're just getting old. What you're describing is what people born in the late 80s thought about trap hip hop. Out OD artists mentioned by OP only really hold Kendrick in high regard.
No, we don't. That's not true. There's a lot of stuff from the 2000s that I like a lot. And I'm not even talking about the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Yo, fam, because you don't like Trap Lil Ross, it's not an indictment on the person who's making the content right now, fam. Again, you guys don't have to like everybody or hate everybody. It doesn't fucking matter. You guys get so passionate about, oh my God, oh, how could you be watching this person? This is where I know you're a fucking loser, and I can't believe it. I lost respect for this because you're watching somebody how I don't like. So am I only supposed to watch people who you like? Stop this shit, man.
So let's get to some more.
They're bad for the culture, fam. So tell me who's better for the culture. Give me somebody who I should watch who's better for the culture. Should I only watch Justin Hunt and everybody else's videos? Is it because, oh, he's from the UK and he's white? And he talks about freaking gangsters and shit? So do I.
Comments rather than going in one thread. Seems like a lot of people have trouble accepting the truth. Rap is falling out of the pop category. I think that's interesting. I think that's a really interesting point. They're saying everything goes in cycles. Do you want to hear another theory? I'll give you another hot theory on why I think hip hop has fallen off. Kendrick Lamar.
Oh my God.
Not Like Us was the banger. It was such a banger. It was the natural season finale for hip hop. It was the greatest, most devastating diss song ever released.
You say Ross is a rat goof? Looney, have you not listened to the same live stream that you're listening to right now? And I've said, if one of these niggas put their hands on me, I'm putting them in jail. Are you crazy? We're fucking civilians. How are we supposed to be ratting for civilians? We're not in the streets with you niggas. Yeah, I'm wrong. No, I'm not. I don't. And if I am, I don't give a fuck. I didn't get out the streets to have to still live by street rules. That don't even make no sense. I make all my money legally, but I have to go by the rules of people who live their life illegally. Make that make sense. I'm not doing that. If I want to do that, then I'll go do a bunch of illegal shit, and then I'll have to hold it fuck down. I'm not in the streets no more. So what the fuck I gotta hold it down for if somebody tries to end my life? I've been out the street for 5 years. You must just be thinking about, oh, what you see from the content, my brother. I've been out the streets for longer. And mentally, I've been trying to get the fuck out from time. The code, fuck the code. Fuck the streets. Okay? The code is dumb. That's why all of these niggas go to jail or die. So why the fuck would I want to be part of something with a dumbass code where motherfuckers push the goalposts to fit their own fucking gang's narrative? Fuck the streets. Streets has been dead. Any of you niggas who try to go by the street code, fuck you too.
Released in a rap diss. It was the most successful rap diss song ever released. And unfortunately, it wasn't true. Drake isn't actually a PDF file. He's got a few weird little...
The streets is what got all these rappers thinking that they're cooler than they are, and now we don't respect them no more. Half of them talk about street codes, and then the ones that are big-time rappers are rats. So how are you guys talking about street codes that you don't even follow? And I'm supposed to respect y'all, and you guys can't even follow your own rules? Fuck out of here.
You know, he's linked up with younger girls. As far as I'm aware, I've looked very hard. I couldn't find any actual concrete proof that Drake is a PDF file, as he is claimed in that song. Certified lover boy, certified PDF file. Couldn't find the file. Couldn't download the file. The file was not available, all right? 404 file not found. So it was cap, all right?
Fucking street niggas. Fuck these street niggas. Name the Rats Friday. Bro, there's memes. There's literal memes of Gucci Mane, Young Thug, Lil Baby, and all of these niggas wearing police officer uniforms. The man them who are supposed to have our respect. Gucci, Dig Up Your Dead Homie, makes a song last month ratting on his artist who freaking robbed him. And I'm supposed to respect you niggas because you have $100,000 chains? Hell no. You will have to fucking pry the respect out of my body, bro. Fuck that.
But it didn't matter. The song was so good. And look, I'm a Drake fan. Love the new album. Loved Iceman. But Not Like Us was devastating. It was a knockout blow. It was a knockout punch. It KO'd. Count to 10, you're over with. Jaw broke.
And some of the old heads are rats too. Don't get it twisted. A lot of the old heads are rats too. And if they're not rats, they're crackheads, like MC Shan.
Like Jake Paul fighting Anthony Joshua, okay? Can't go back and forth with the corpse. It's a fact, all right? But the thing is, it's like Kendrick sucked all of the life out of the rap game and took his ball and went home. It was really a moment for the rap game to kind of hit its pinnacle, I feel, for rap, you know, diss songs, the competitive nature of rap music, kind of jump in the shark a little.
Where the hell do you think these young guys learn to rap from? Where the hell do you think they learn to rap from? Where do you think they learn how to freaking show their guns on camera from? This is the fucking problem I have with these older heads, bro. Holy shit, man. Where do you think these niggas learned how to get on camera and say, yo, look at my gun. I rep this block. Oh, let me put my bandana over my face because I'm a big gangster. Where the fuck do you think they learned it from? Niggas my age. So why the fuck can't niggas my age take responsibility and accountability for the shit? I did. I was on a fucking DVD that rotted half of these young niggas' brain. Take accountability, bro. It's our fault. In 1990, 1991, 92, 93, year 2000, let me push it back a little bit further. In 1998, 99, 2000, while all of us old heads who are in their 40s and now 50s were in the club, house music clubs, finding out about ecstasy and all that shit for the first time. We were fucking raw, these bitches raw. Then we had kids, and now they're little drillers who can't even read. It's our faults. You niggas act like there was some kind of generation jump or something. No, we are the ones who gave birth to them. So if we've got a problem with them, then we need to look in the fucking mirror. The fuck?
Be the grimiest kids, shove a gun in your face. Fucking yeah, Palisades right now.
How old are these niggas now? All in their 40s and 50s. So how old are their kids? 20-something years old. Who the fuck are the ones that we got a problem with? The ones who are 20-something years old. So who raised them then? I'll wait.
These 4 buildings right here, they symbolize power. You understand what I'm saying? If you can stand in between these bridges, in between these buildings right here.
It's not my fault that you guys can't fucking come to grips with the fact that you raised a bunch of fucking inmates.
You're a powerful son of a bitch.
Holla at your boy, man. It's Daytona off that Chesterly Projects, you know what I'm saying?
If you can't take accountability and you want to be mad at me for it, it's not my problem. It's facts is facts.
They thinking that this shit won't go.
And I'm not saying any of these guys kids specifically, but the generation of all of us dumb knuckleheads, including this dumb knucklehead. All right? The generations of the kids who came from that time are the ones that we complain about now. So whose fault is that? Us who kept it so fucking real. Listening to Boot Camp Clip and everybody keeping it so real, and the raps were better. Yes, they were better, but we were saying degenerate shit back then, just in a better way. You got India Ari complaining about freaking Young Miami. What about Akaneli? Thank you, Alexis. Like, I just hate the freaking lack of accountability, fam. Like, I'm looking at my gray hairs, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, people are like, who raised them? Us? We're literally who they were influenced by. Casper's dad is from our generation. So what the fuck are you guys complaining about?
Going a little bit too far and getting to a point that was quite hard to come back from. That's just my opinion. But I feel like really the big noticeable decline started to happen after Not Like Us. We already had the kind of gangster rap thing was kind of making the music a little bit stale. Then the Drake and Kendrick beef breathed life into it. But it's like it pumped it up to a level that it really wasn't used to. And then, you know, say what you want about the allegations, but the bots, all right, you can argue that they botted Not Like Us to a level where it was already a hit. It was already a hit song. I'm not going to say the song was completely artificial, but the label probably did inflate it a little bit to the point where it became corny, became kind of cringe. Not Like Us, it became, everyone was doing it. So many people were doing it, and it was at the Super Bowl, that it became mainstream. When shit gets that mainstream, it starts being corny. That becomes the establishment. Not Like Us was meant to be like a David and Goliath moment where Kendrick was taking on the biggest guy in the game and beating him. And then come to find out, now you, the establishment, you doing the Super Bowl, you the biggest artist of the year, your numbers are bigger than Drake's. I think at that point, it's kind of like it became fake. It became artificial. It became a product. They McDonald'sified Not Like Us. They McDonald'sified a rap beef, what was supposed to be rap battles, battling on the corner, battling, going back and forth, going bar for bar. It became a goddamn Happy Meal that they just shoved down everybody's throats. And don't get me wrong, it was a banger song, but this is just my opinion, okay?
Tell me he's not speaking facts. Tell me he's not speaking facts, bro. When you start hearing Trevor Noah and Tina Fey and all types of people saying, oh my God, I hope I don't piss Drake off. You guys took the shit and made it uncool. You turned it into what was that move that the Migos was doing back in the days? What was that move called when they were doing that shit? What was that move called, gang? I'm old. I don't remember the name of that shit. Right? Once you start seeing Ellen doing the shit, it's like, It started with a D, like the dip or some shit like that. I was like, It was like with the word dope back in the days. From when you start seeing, like they're on the dab. It was the dab. That's what they call that shit, the dab. When you see Ellen doing it, it's over. When you see Trevor Noah talking about, they don't like us, it's done. It's what Ross said. They McDonald'sified the shit. It's just not cool anymore.
Drake got his lick back with Iceman, but let's be real. I feel like he took too long, right? He took too long for it to really be part of the battle. That was over. Kendrick Lamar put him to bed with Not Like Us. It was a KO. Okay, Drake trying to spark off the rematch, but Kendrick Lamar ain't taking the bait now. And I loved Iceman, but I feel like Not Like Us really was the moment where it's like hip-hop almost went too high. And then it's kind of like people was like, we done had this shit crammed down our throats. We good. We over it. We're bored of this now. So people saying everything goes in cycles. This is it, especially now the same people who propped hip-hop up as a popular genre are now snobs about what should classify as real hip-hop, even though they don't listen to that. They're saying the best hip-hop take the underground anyway, came from the underground, saying, what do you think is taking its spot? TikTok songs. Country and bluegrass is making a resurgence. I would say country is #1 right now. Okay.
AI.
It says, welcome to the hell that rock and metal were in. Now we got BMTH and Bad Omens playing pop and deathcore songs in stadiums. Hip hop is about the same age as rock was when they started declaring it was dead in the 90s. The original artists have aged out or died. That kind of goes back to the gangster rap part that I was saying. A lot of the really hot.
Oh, he's right. Or this person on Reddit, they're right. When rock started dying back in, correct me if I'm wrong, gang, I would say early 2000s, late 90s. Like, it was still cool, and they still had, like, new rock bands, like the Blink-182s and stuff like that were doing their thing. Avril Lavigne, everybody was still getting a little bit of money. But niggas are starting to, like, the rock people were starting to even get a little rap into their shit because they were like, this ain't working out as well. Like, we ain't charting as high. You know what I mean? Like, the old school classic style of rock and roll was just not cutting it. You had to put a little hip hop edge onto that shit, or it just wasn't popping. That's where you started getting groups like Rage Against the Machine and Fred Durst started rapping on his tunes and stuff like that. Like, even groups like Korn, they were like rock, they were metal, but they had like some very hip hoppy drums to it because it was like, we gotta acquiesce, bro. This hip hop shit is taking the world by storm, and our genre was dying. That was a while back from when rock was hot, like in the 80s, 70s, and 80s, where like rock was on fire, glam rock groups, heavy metal bands like Metallica and Megadeth, and all those guys were running the shit, selling gazillions of records. Like, by the time it was like the 50-year mark, hip-hop had already started to take over that shit, take over the charts, to the point where we've run the whole of the 2020s, or all of the 2000s so far. Hip-hop has run. Kiss, right? Like, those guys were geysers in the 80s. What? And they're from like the late 70s, but like they ran the 80s. Ain't nobody was trying to hear that shit by the late 90s, bro. Hip hop had come to full fruition. You even gotta thank mans like Diddy. No Diddy, but salute to Diddy. Because he helped to commercialize rap to a point where it was just fucking everywhere by the late 90s. So we might be at that point in time now in 2026 where, not to say that it's going to die, the genre is never going to die. Rock and roll still exists, but we might have our moments where we're at the top of the charts, but we just might go and become more of an underground type of genre. Are you guys ready to accept that? Because based on the output and our future projections of who we have talent-wise, this is where we're going.
Artist with all the motion ended up getting killed or put in jail forever. As the genre became stale and less new innovations to the sound occur. This post is about trap specifically, but trap and crunk evolved from DJ Paul's innovations, and drill kind of evolved from trap. That's facts. I don't know what the new iteration or iterations will be. Is there a dominant subgenre at the moment, or a dominant artist? Kendrick won BET Hip Hop Artist of the Year without a major project. This is what I'm saying, is it's like, I understand. I saw Flacco did a video breaking down that the window of time for the BET award was retrospective. So Drake's Iceman had dropped too recently to win the award. And even though Kendrick hadn't dropped a project, I believe Luther was such a #1 hit during the period they're talking about that it did make sense that Kendrick won, even though it's like Kendrick's just breathes. I see they just handed, was it? Drake said, Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now. I see like a troll post going around that was like, the Grammys have officially announced that the award show next year is cancelled. Kendrick Lamar will be winning all categories and we don't need to have the award shows. But this is what I'm saying, is it's like, it's corny, it's lame. Like, oh, Kendrick's winning again. It's boring, bro. I ain't trying to watch that. Like, on BET Awards, Drewski hosting it was the best thing going on. No one trying to hear Kendrick and, you know what I'm saying, Doechii talking, doing a whole podcast up on the stage.
You know what? I'll even put do y'all one better for the people who hate Drake. I don't want to hear Drake do the same neither. It's not even about Kendrick. It's about both of them. They both older now. I'm not going to call them old, but in retrospect to the young hip-hop head and the level of talent, for the level of talent that they have compared to like the average 20-year-old who's coming into the game that's supposed to replace them, I'm not seeing it right now. So the people who are going to be holding it down moving forward are going to be all 40 and up. I'm okay with that. But is a 17-year-old rap fan okay with that? That the biggest rapper in the game is going to be 43 years old, 44 years old, 45? Because the biggest rapper in the game, with the exception of like a Playboy Cardi or maybe a Ken Carson who gets mentioned a lot, I don't really see any of them, NBA Youngboy, right? I don't really see them hugging the top of the chart and consuming most of the people's attention as far as like outside of their fan bases. Real shit.
Well, this is just, we're just bored of it. So no one else has stepped up since all eyes were on him January 2025 at the Super Bowl. That's facts. Has the hip hop gone back to a more underground or grassroots point? Might not be a terrible thing if true. I think people like SD Kid, obviously Playboy Carti, really the leader of this. You got people like Too Slimy trying to bring this more punk rock, you know, crazy, disjointed, different sounds and aesthetic back to the game, with fashion being a big part of it. I think that's really interesting. People saying it needs another Southern style revolution. No one.
It's interesting, but their music is not good. Like Playboy Carti's music, I can't speak for the rest of them, but like as far as what I was talking about earlier, like somebody who can actually like put some bars down or just like have like a coherent sentence in a freaking on a song, they're not even doing that. It's rage punk rock. Okay, that's a whole other fucking genre. And I played you guys Tyga earlier, who's doing like 80s rock. So like the rappers are not even rapping anymore. They're literally just doing another genre. But they're black, so we'll call them rappers.
One new really sounds as interesting to listen to as T.I., Andre, Big Boy, Luda. I think a lot of flows are kind of stale. I would say what's really interesting, another aspect of this that I want to bring up as well, which we're going to get into in the next comment, is like, I feel like Youngboy and the Southern kind of Baton Rouge flow, it was like the second coming of Lil Wayne, and I think that was great. And Youngboy getting out of jail kind of gave rap game a little bit of life. But again, commercially, like Youngboy don't really go crazy on the Billboard charts like Drake does. You know, Youngboy just dropped an album the other day and no one even noticed it dropped. Still good, but no one noticed it dropped. Now listen to this comment. He says, while I get what you're saying, Atlanta has been the rap mecca for the past decade. Now, Atlanta stopped being the rap mecca when Young Thug came home and started dissing on Gunna for snitching, even though he took a plea deal that was damn near identical. 21 Savage, Young Thug, Lil Baby, they completely destroyed all of their aura. Young Thug really put the nail in the coffin when his 2-hour interrogation tape came out after he had spent years pointing the finger at other people for being snitches. It destroyed Atlanta. Gunna has transcended Atlanta. Gunna has really transcended hip-hop in many ways. You know, he's much more of a pop artist. And he makes more jiggy, wavy, soulful, melodic rap that really transcends what anything that Young Thug was really.
Imagine the biggest rapper in Atlanta, okay? And I will repeat, the biggest rapper in Atlanta is the one that you guys forced to take the plea deal, or forced to live, not even forced to take it, forced to live with the plea deal that he took. While all of the rest of you guys, like Trap Lord Ross just mentioned, Doug took a plea deal that was pretty much the same, but he don't want to live with it. But they try to put the rat allegation on Gunna so crazy till he had to just hug it. And he's the most popular rapper in Atlanta. There's no bigger rappers in Atlanta than Gunna, the Rat. That you guys, and I'm not even like slandering his name. Is YSL a gang? Yes, ma'am. And then you guys called him a rat. Then yet he still rose above all of the rest of you fucking rats. All of the rest of you guys are rats over there. But the one that you guys tried to paint as the biggest rat got bigger than all of you rats. Make that make sense. And Atlanta was the mecca. The music that came from Atlanta at some point in time, even though I wasn't always happy with like the early 2000s, D4L and different groups like that, like the Snap era, I wasn't always so fond of that shit. But I can appreciate it now. They're rapping way better than you niggas rap now. Lean with it, rock with it sounds way better than what you niggas is doing now. Like, even their bars are 10 times better than what you niggas is doing now. And then we ain't even gonna get into Outkast and Goody Mob and all that. That's just like too much. That's like algebra to you young people right now.
Doing recently, and especially 21 Savage, who just repeats the same thing. How about with your bitch? How about with your bitch? Bees on the table, bees on it. Zero inspiration, and he wants to talk about what happened to the streets. Like him and his little friends cleaning things up and being hypocrites. That's exactly what happened to the streets. So Atlanta being the mecca for rap is completely destroyed by all of the clownery and tomfoolery that went on in Atlanta with all of the street figures. And again, it also contributes to what I was saying as far as Young Thug, King Slime. He was a big gangster. Oh my God, he caught this case. That was the craziest news ever for a bit. And then come to find out that, like, you know, he on the phone gossiping. He just killed all of his aura. He on the phone gossiping about girls. He calling people out for being snitches and taking pleas. And then when he had his opportunity to take a plea, he grabbed it. And he basically got saved by YSL Woody, who was an unreliable witness for the prosecution and trashed their case. And he took advantage of it. He got saved by a snitch. So
wow,
Atlanta is down 1 million points right now. Says people started declaring rock was dead in the 90s. That seems wild to me, given the decade was largely defined by grunge rock music. Metal was going quite strong as well, and nu metal emerged near the end of it in the 2000s. I always thought it was hair metal specifically that died in the 90s after dominating in the 80s. The 2000s featured nu metal, emo, pop punk, and of course Nickelback and its ilk. I don't think rock actually died until the 2010s. Rap music definitely
that's a fact.
Took over. I would say that really, obviously, you had people like Jay-Z and Nas, and rap was doing its thing, but you might not like me saying this. I would say that Eminem, he kind of took a few elements from rock and actually I feel like Eminem really was the man who was mostly responsible for taking rock, like taking rap and just like knocking rock music off of its perch and making rap music the most important cultural movement. Like Eminem was rock and roll. He was talking about killing his mom. He was talking about like the craziest, you know, killing his girlfriend, like he was doing crazy rock, death metal type stuff on rap. And he did something completely new. And that was motion that carried on for years and years and years and years. And then eventually reached this kind of crescendo point.
And he also started running with the guitars too. Once M got past that first album, he started getting into them guitars. I'm sorry, mama. I didn't mean to hurt you. Like, he got into his rock bag. He really stole the spotlight from them rock and roll niggas. What a prick. Like, damn, bro, why don't you stay over there with them blackies and keep on doing that little rappity rap thing? Why you got to come over here and make that guitar beat? Like, when M was allowed to start making his own beats and using them on the album, he was like, I'm white? And then he just started going crazy with them guitar-driven beats and shit.
When you started having, okay, you know, the other, really it was like trap music and, you know, Atlanta, people like Gucci Mane in sort of the mid-2000s. And obviously you had, you know, a lot of Outkast and all the like really great Southern artists. And then I feel like that's when we kind of built on this trap music. And you had people like T.I. killing it, was going crazy commercially. Gucci Mane. All of these great Atlanta artists, Ludacris, they really had their moment, the big Southern moment, and then that kind of handed off over to Chicago drill, which was massively inspired by Atlanta trap, in my opinion. And then you kind of ended up getting to this SoundCloud era that was like, you know, guys like Smoke Perp and Lil Pump, and they was rapping about killing people, but they wasn't really doing it. They was just having fun with it, going crazy with it. And
that's when the shit died. The SoundCloud era, I blame y'all niggas, bro. Y'all let so much garbage music get through the way and get extremely famous and rich. Like Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. That was a hit song. I blame that generation right there. The amount of trash that came through was way worse than the ringtone era. And that's when the shit was like, all right, we can't take y'all niggas seriously. Like, respectfully, right? To like Little Tekka and different guys that came through that era. But once y'all were like, yo, I'll shoot you in the face, I'll shoot you in the head, and you're clearly looking at nerds that were like sitting in their room all for like forever. And then when they started getting on camera and saying, we just lying, we just having fun. That's when niggas stopped taking the shit seriously. We were like, so we still like the song, and we don't have to believe you being a real gangster. So then why should we care about the real gangsters? This is just my opinion. That's when it died. SoundCloud era, 2016. It was still live. It was like a lot of shit was pumping, but it was the beginning of the end. We were just letting anything get through the door at that point.
And, you know, Lil Uzi Vert's got songs about shooting people. Playboy Carti got songs where he's talking about being a blood, but it's like, really, it was more like aesthetically gangster, and sonically, it was kind of just like very futuristic and stylized, and you know, had a little bit of that punk rock. This is just my opinion. Hey, this is my opinion. You can love it or hate it. Okay,
mine too.
There isn't a dominant anything because rap has fallen off a cliff.
Wow.
We used to have new stars becoming household names all the time. Now I can't name a new rapper. Before this, the underground scene would pick up the slack when sound became stale and people were looking for something new. But now the genre has been taken over by shitty bedroom producers and rappers constantly copying each other. There's no innovation anymore. There was always a new sound previously, but the genre is dying. It will come back, I'm sure, but this is the most stagnant the genre has ever been at the moment. That's a pretty savage comment. Okay.
And it's all facts. It's just all facts, bro. This Reddit is crazy.
Genuinely sucks live.
Am I a part of this Reddit? I need to go follow up on this Reddit. Let me get his closing thoughts here.
Rakim Ali, Deontay.
Famous Dex was all right, but he was part of that era where like you guys just got away with just saying like barely anything on the track. And listen, don't get it twisted. I'm not one of those guys where it has to be rapidy rap or it's not good. Okay? Like a lot of those guys who are too rapidy rap can't make hits because they're trying to over rap the song. Sometimes you might have to dumb it down. Jay-Z, one of my favorite rappers, not one of my favorite people right now, but one of my favorite rappers, knew how to dumb it down to make a hit. You guys are just living in dumb it down land. You don't know how to ramp it back up. It's just dumb it down, dumber and dumber all the time, with a few exceptions here and there. Okay, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying all of you guys, but like the ones who are like the status quo in America, I'm talking about even. The status quo, the biggest rappers that have come out of the SoundCloud era are dumbity dumb rappers to the point where now they don't even barely rap. They're just making sounds on shit. One of Lil Uzi Vert's biggest songs, I Wanna Rock, he doesn't rap one word. It's just all hook. I wanna rock. I wanna rock. And then the beat changes. Like the beat's doing more rapping than he is. And the beat ain't said a word. It's crazy, fam. Like, so what do we expect, fam? And then if that generation is birthing a new generation who's watching this generation doing low effort music, then what is this next generation supposed to make? Better music than the guys who they learned from? No, we're in very big trouble.
Hitchcock, McKinley Dixon, Samara Sin, Soul Child. We're gonna have to all do our homework into those guys, all right? So yeah. Let's see what else. I'm gonna wrap it up soon because I know I've been talking a long time. Let's see if there's anything. Drake has had a monopoly on hip hop numbers wise. If he didn't drop this year, it would have been the worst year in hip hop for 25 years. I do agree with that, to be honest. The genre is going to die from your perspective, from other people's perspective. It's going to get better and more authentic. Being a hot local act in the 2030s is going to be where the money's at. Is interesting. They're saying you're getting old and aging out of the target demographic for new rap music. As we saw, we had millennial old heads. They're saying rap is dead. RIP rap 1975 to 2026. This is now a vaporwave subreddit. Okay, well, anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments, man.
Listen, salute to Trapler Ross. Like, I think that this is a great video just because he was able to go through and really get people's thoughts out there. And this is not just one age group. This is a variety of age groups across demographics. Okay, I'll give you guys some insight over here as far as like even with my demo, or our demo over here on the We Love Hip Hop Network, and the Clips channel. Okay, salute to the Clips channel. The main demo is between 25 to 35. Yes, 25 to 35. That's the highest amount. And then the second highest, and then is about the 35 to 45 range. And that's second, and it's not second by it's second by just like an inch. Sometimes that 35 to 45 range over certain months could be a little bit higher than the 25 to 35 range. Okay, it goes down when you get the 18 to 24. That's the third highest, but it's like, let's say I was to put it on a graph, it would be 40% 25 to 35 with another 30% or 35% between the 35 to 45 range, and about a good like 10 to 15% that's working between that 18 to 24 range. All right. Listen, I'm just going by what the analytics say. Sometimes people are not going to give all of their real information in the on their profiles and stuff like that. But based on averages and what the analytics have picked up, and this is not just one country. This is like, for example, like on the Clips channel, the place that most of the people are watching from is actually the USA in New York City, and then second is Toronto. Okay, where on this channel over here it's the reverse. It's first Canada, Toronto, and then secondly America, Los Angeles, actually. So I say all of that to say there's a wide range of different people on this channel as well as in that Reddit that are talking about the hip hop game. And everybody's saying the same thing. If you got a YN who's freaking worried about the future of hip hop, then we're in real fucking problems. It's one thing if us old heads with the gray beards and shit are like, yo, hip hop's dying. You know what? Half of the time they don't care what we say anyway. So that shit could fall on deaf ears. But when like a young guy with the updo or some colored braids is like, I don't know where hip hop's going. I don't even like the music that my peers make. It's scary hours, fam. We're going to spooky territory, bro. We have Doovie. We're blessed. He needs to forward. Listen, we'll move on, but like, and salute to Doovie. I hope he comes home and does better than everybody else who came home. The only people out of the Toronto rappers who were able to capitalize completely, actually the only person who was able to capitalize completely after doing a bid is Casper. Give me anybody else who came home and has had more views and been more successful after their bid. Because everybody else, I didn't know 100 Band Plan did a bid. I don't know enough about him, right? Oh, yes, he did do a bid. He did do a bid. I remember doing a story on that. YG? Like, these are from back in the day bids. I'm talking about more recently. You know what I'm saying? Like, those, I understand those guys during their time. YG was on the run and all that back in the days, and then he came home and he was hot as fish grease. I ain't talking about them times. I'm talking about right now, the rappers that have come home over the last 3, let's say 4 years. Like K-Money, still hot on the scene, and he signed to his brother now, so he's got a bright future ahead of him. But he came home, he was super hot, and then top 5 like doused his flame. Top 5 you mentioned, top 5, and salute to Old John Crow. Top 5 came home super hot, like hottest rapper in the freaking country. Now he's not hot like that. Like, yes, when he posts, he gets the algorithms, he gets the computers putin', right? But other than that, no music has dropped. So, no, we can't even consider him a rapper like that. Who has come home besides Casper? All right, and we could include the people outside, but let's keep this to the people who they had a buzz, they went away, and then they came home, and now they're way hotter. Boogs, respectfully, Boogs, I'm here complaining about him dropping good music. He went away for like 3-4 years. He came home and like people are like, bro, put the phone down. So who? Because Casper came home, he just kept on getting at the music. One of the first things he did as soon as he came home is drop a tune. And then he got in trouble with his probation officer, his parole officer, right? I think he had gotten sent back for a couple of months or something like that because of that shit, right? He came home, he dropped a music video that was hot as shit, and then he did the Vlad TV interview. Like, immediately. Like, kept focused on what he has to do, bro. And look at him now. He's the only one out of all of you niggas who's really, really popping. Fresh new record deal. Song that was charting. Went away for 3 years and came home and did more than what he was doing before. What the fuck's wrong with the rest of y'all? Y'all come home and your brains are discombobulated. Don't know what the hell to do next. Listen, salute to Burner Bands. I'm waiting on Burner Bands. I'm sure that his parole officer is stopping him from dropping music. But I'm waiting on Burner Bands because I have hope with somebody like Burner Bands. He might drop and be able to take this shit over. Right? But he's home now. He's just probably in a halfway house and can't really get to the studio like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a lot of conditions when you're dealing with the parole officers and all types of shit. So he might not be able to get to it right away, or we would have heard something. You feel me? So, oosh. It's rough times, bro. We're shaking it rough right now. Okay. I got one more thing I want to get to. Okay. One last thing. I'm reading y'all comments right here. Salute to the comment section. Comment gang strong. I got a freaking cat hair on my face, yo. Pause or no pause. Okay. I want to just talk about this one institution that was on the way to getting shut down. Salute to Sneaky D's. All right. For the older heads who know about Sneaky D's, if you know, you know. A lot of good times have been had in this place, Sneaky D's. And there was a post that was going around at one point where there was a man who was saying like, yo, Sneaky D's, please save it. All right. Let me see if I could actually find that old post. There was like some emo looking youth that was like saying, yo, please, please, please. Let me see if I could find that post before I get to my actual video. Toronto's look at this. I'll just play this.
Just leave the damn building alone. Leave Sneaky D's alone.
We keep building condos and then destroying what makes the city cool. The city is losing its soul.
Clearly, the love for Sneaky D's is more than just skin deep.
So you've got this Sneaky D's tattoo. What made you want to get this tattoo?
I've been coming to Sneaky D's for over 15 years. It means everything to me. I'm a local musician.
This guy got a tattoo of the place. That's crazy.
I love this place with all my heart. So to see this proposed development kind of breaks my heart.
Music and nacho lovers packed into City Hall on Thursday to show their support for the beloved dive that's called Bathurst and College home since 1990, with passionate deputations from resident after resident, urging council to block the 16-story development.
I feel that Sneaky D's is more of a home than any apartment you could possibly build. To some people, Sneaky D's may just look like an old graffiti-covered building, but to many of us, it is the most important place on earth.
For decades, through emo nights and local band sets, Sneaky D's has become home to a real community.
I've gone through actually much of my life, my childhood, being bullied, isolated, and I feel that at Sneaky D's, I don't have to explain myself. People just get it. They understand. It's a safe space for me.
Counselors who frequented Sneaky D's in their own youth want to see the landmark preserved in all its graffitied glory.
These are the kind of things that
create Toronto's identity. You wouldn't want to see the Eiffel Tower redeveloped. I really refute the idea that you need this sort of debate between building housing and protecting what we value. The best projects can do both.
There is a potential lifeline here. The developer says the venue will be allowed to stay until the building is demolished and return to a new basement space.
They've been fucking them around like, oh no, you guys can stay until we figure out what we're gonna do and blah blah blah. So they never had like a secure agreement on whether they were going to be able to stay there.
To welcome them back as tenants in the new development once the construction is complete. This development includes 1,200 square meters. It's about 13,000 square feet of non-residential gross floor area, which has been designed specifically for the future and returning tenants of this building.
But the developer's promise isn't enough for the Sneaky D's community. They want to see something binding that would guarantee the venue gets to return in its current form.
There's nothing on paper, and until there's an agreement signed, dated, and sealed legally binding, I don't believe a word they say.
Now, the discussion around the proposed development
bring back billboards while you're at it.
Was actually deferred today by the Toronto and East York Community Council. So that means the future of Sneaky D's will be debated in July. Brandon Shogri, City News.
So, the future of Sneaky D's, the verdict is in, and I think they're going to be able to save it. All right, let me get a round of applause. Sneaky D's appears safe. All right, let me read that again. Hold on, let me let the applause, chill and applause. Sneaky D's appears safe after RBC steps in. Salute to RBC. Been with them forever.
He appears to be safe after.
Others are carrying. Let's go.
The future of Sneaky D's appears to be safe after a proposal to redevelop the land was withdrawn. For more reaction, I'm joined by Ward 11 Councillor for University Rosedale, Diane Sachs. Thank you so much, Councillor Sachs, for joining us. Can you first explain? Good morning. Can you please first explain the situation? Because it's a little bit complicated and unprecedented.
It absolutely is. So in 2020, an application came into the city to redevelop the southwest corner of College and Bathurst, which includes Sneaky D's, but also 4 other properties. And in that application, the applicant claimed, certified, that they owned all 5 properties. And the application dragged on and dragged on and dragged on and dragged on. But finally, the applicant updated their application. The city staff prepared a report. They recommended that council approve demolition of Sneaky D's and building a new condo building with a music venue in the basement. There was a lot of concern about that. It was not at all obvious that Sneaky D's would be able to afford to survive moving twice and then moving back into larger and presumably more expensive premises at some uncertain day in the future. And we've seen real losses of music venues across the city. So for the last several weeks, a number of community activists have been working with me and my team to see if we could find any way at all to save Sneaky D's. And we did it yesterday.
Tell us how.
Well, I mean, the short answer was that the activists let me know they had heard that the Royal Bank still owned its own property and hadn't sold it to the developer. So I asked for a title search, and the title search showed that contrary to the certification in the application, the developer only owned 2 of the 5 properties, and one of the ones they didn't own was the Royal Bank. Fortunately, after my...
Oh, yes. There's an RBC right downstairs from there. I used to use that bank machine all the time. Hold on.
In many years of practice in Toronto, I have good connections into Royal Bank. And so I reached out both through staff and through a board member to ask, was it true? Had they actually consented to this development application? Within a few days, they were able to confirm to me that they had not consented to the application. And I said, well, please put that in record.
Hold on. Alexis, you say you used to go there with your girls back in the day? Can I get a witness? There's an RBC There's a whole bank right downstairs from, or right next door, I mean, from Sneaky D's. Like literally connected to the building. Oh, that's some slick shit.
We got their letter yesterday afternoon. We got it posted on the public record mid-afternoon yesterday, and within another hour, the applicant withdrew.
How did the application get so far if RBC never agreed to be a part of it?
That is a complete puzzlement. Everyone that I've spoken to in the planning field, planning lawyers, tell me they've never seen anything like it. It doesn't make any financial sense for the applicant to spend hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars on an application if they don't then have the right to use the land. The increase in the value of the land would go to other people. I mean, how did it happen that Royal Bank had a sign very close to their building that they didn't notice for 6 years? I don't understand any of it. But the good news is, against tremendous odds, this amazing, wonderful result that the application's gone.
Yo, somebody over there at RBC's like, yo, I've gotten mad nachos back in the days. I've drank in many a pitcher. They're getting rid of that now. Like, they didn't know. They were probably busy just dealing with their bank shit and, you know, financial stuff, whatever they got going on. And then they finally looked up from the paperwork like, what? What do you mean? The place next door? The place I used to go to? Get somebody on the phone that can make this, you know, make this place stay. Like, you know, come on. Like, I got to go there later on with the gang after work. Somebody woke up from over there on RBC and said, no, not them. Because, like, it's like what Shorty's saying over here, or this lady saying here, it don't even make financial sense. It's literally just like, what would you call that? A nostalgia play. Like, yo, I just fuck with y'all.
You mentioned how there are many music venues that have shut down in our city, and for us to protect these cultural places, does the city need to do more for that protection?
Well, this is something that we spend a lot of time talking about. My ward, Ward 11, one of the reasons it's the best ward in the city is we have an unparalleled network of cultural gems, small theaters, art spaces, libraries, museums, music venues, but all of them are in trouble of one kind or another. And I've been working hard to support them to at least do some upgrades so the physical infrastructure can stay in operation, creating 2 new theaters in my ward. But I'm having to do it all with Section 37 funds, which is a non-renewable resource, because the city doesn't have a fund to do this. Our economic development department is completely stretched in every direction. We've got many, many demands for help. COVID did enormous damage to the cultural fabric of this city, and it
destroyed it, finished it off.
Really hard to get it back.
I understand. Thank you so much for this, Councillor. We really appreciate your time. Councillor Diane Sachs is the Ward 11 Councillor for University Rosedale.
Let me show y'all something. Just because a thought crossed my mind when they were talking about a venue like this that got saved. There's so many venues that did not get saved. List of concert venues in Toronto. That closed in, let's say, the last 6 years. Let's see. Because we've lost some major places where, like, some crazy stuff went down back in the days, like great concerts and stuff like that. Mod Club. I know Mod Club changed the name, though. Closed during COVID. Later reopened as Access Club. So it's still there as a club where people can go and see concerts and stuff. The Dakota Tavern. Wow. Orbit Room. Government. Government was the spot. Phoenix. The venues that were announced to close or relocate. Phoenix Concert Theater. I actually have a show, if it's still going on, hopefully, that's going down over there at the Phoenix Concert Theater. It should still be going down. Maybe not. Oh, it's the flyer still here. Yeah, July 12th. Oh shit, that's just now. Is this Sunday? Yeah, pop out this Sunday. I'm gonna be hosting over at the Phoenix Concert Theater for the Stove God Cook Show. So there's still things going on over at the Phoenix, but they're about to close that shit down just now. I almost forgot about that show. There's other ones. Give me the last 10 years. How about there was one on Bathurst, and help me out, anybody in the chat. Maybe Alexis, you might know this a little bit better. What was that place at the corner of Bathurst and Queen? It was a big concert hall. It was right at the corner of Bathurst and Queen. It had like purple, it had purple and gray bricks, and mad hip hop concerts and rock concerts used to go down in there, right? It used to hold not like mad people, probably like 1,000 people tops, but like we've done legendary shows in there. How about over the last 10 years? Let's see. It was like I might be able to find it, but it was like Cool House. No, that's right next to Government. My bad. Silver Dollar's closed. Yo, I went past Silver Dollar. That shit is just like a regular like restaurant or some shit. All right. What was that place called? I need to find it now. It's gonna drive me crazy. Old venue, corner of Queen. Is it still there? No, KOTD venue. It's still there. No, it's like a furniture restaurant now. Queen Street and Bathurst. Let me see. Is it Big Bop? 651 Queen Street? Am I thinking Big Bop? Velvet Underground is another venue, but that was like a rock and roll venue. It was this one right here. No, it wasn't Big Bop. I'll find it. 15 iconic venues that we lost. What's this? Velvet Underground was a place, though. It might have been Big Bop. Cool House is one that we lost. Amazing place. Oh, my God. Tattoo Rock Parlor, 2007 to 2016. Sistu Nouveau. I never heard of that place. Get the fuck out of here. Hold on, let me refresh this. Give it a second. Come the fuck on. Sometimes these sites, because there's so much to load. But there used to be some good venues in this city. All right, we've seen those two. Wrong Bar's closed too. I forgot about Wrong Bar. We lost bare venues. Cool House was the shit. Cool House was like right next to whatchamacallit, to the Government. You know what I'm saying? I remember I seen Redman and Method Man at Cool House. That shit was crazy. This site is shit. Let me see this. I gotta find this shit. Okay. So this is what it looks like now. This is Bathurst. Queen. And this is what it looked like back in the days. Why don't you smoke on the channel anymore? I do smoke. I got a spliff in my hand right now. It just, I don't put it on camera too tough. Like, we trying to monetize these videos, my brother. We're trying to monetize these videos, my brother. Okay, let me see. This is the place I'm talking about. This right here. What was the name of this place when it closed in? Okay, in 1990s. Interesting buildings in Toronto. Let me see here. Masonic Hall. That shit is closed too. In the 1880s, nightclubs by the Ballerings or whoever those guys are. Holy shit, man. I'm just trying to find the name of the venue here. This venue was crazy. All right, look at it now. This is what it looks like now. It's a furniture store. What the hell was the name of this venue? You know who would know? My homie DJ Law. Watch this. Watch ChatGPT do some work for me. Give me a second. Give me the name of the venue in article, because I don't want to look through the shit. Let's see. It was Big Bop. It was the Big Bop, 651 Queen Street. Yeah. From 1986 to 1996 as a nightclub, from 1997 to 2010 as a 3-stage live music venue. Today is a crate and barrel after major development. Wow. Cathedral was the main floor. That's where that's what I thought the name of the club was. Okay, my bad, gang. I thought the name of the place was Cathedral, but the whole thing was called Big Bop, right? Holy Joe's upstairs, and the Reverb was in the basement. This place was a fucking vibe, bro. This right here, yo, even the colors of it, it's all purple and shit like that. Like, you can't do that shit like that now, man. They have certain ways that they want the city to look. You know, city planning and stuff like that. You can't just have a purple building. Look, Reverb right here. Holy Joe's. You can go in from here. You can go in from here and then go upstairs. Bruh, this place had so much goated concerts in there. And now look at it. Furniture store. We don't care about the freaking music anymore. We don't care about the arts, bro. That shit is null and void, fam. Look how colorful they made this shit at one point. At this point in time now, bro, in the middle of downtown, they'll be like, get that shit the fuck out of here. Paint that shit black. Paint that shit gray or something, bro. Or brownstone it, like how they have it here. But we can't have all that colorful artistic shit. Trust me, behind this building over here is the beginning of Graffiti Alley. Okay, just to educate the people from outside of Toronto. Graffiti. Here we go. So they'll keep a little bit of like some splashes of color in the back. Okay, so if you walk down in the background, you'll see some cool shit. I'm not to say like, yo, we need to paint up the whole city in friggin' graffiti and shit. Like, obviously, that's not practical, right? But they'll push the art into little pockets of Toronto. Everything else, corporate as fuck. We ain't got time for all that art shit no more. We ain't got time for venues that look super colorful and crazy like this. Oh man, memories are just floating into my brain, bro. This is some good shit. Anywho, now I feel like I'm rambling. Salute to everybody who's been tuning in, and salute to Sneaky D's for being able to survive the corporate takeovers. You know what I'm saying? But I think I can end it there. I think we've gone down memory lane for long enough now. Big salute to everybody who's been tuned in from the beginning of the live all the way to where we are now, and the people who've popped in and out of the live. Okay, make sure to hit that like button. If you're watching on your phone, make sure to hit that hype. Tomorrow there will be no live. I got an episode of the podcast to film, episode 697 or 98. I'm not sure. I think it's 698. Okay, episode 700 is very, very close. All right. So yeah, we're going to be filming an episode tomorrow, and then we got the episode dropping on Monday. So I'll be back on Tuesday, unless there's some kind of breaking news. I'll be back in between then. But until then, on Tuesday, I'll be back for a live stream. All right, gang. Until then, we're off of this. Doses.